TK sent you a PM.
Just listen to the sound, two hearts beating, beating time. Hey yeah, hey yeah, hey yeah, hey yeah, hey yeah. Tapangking you and your wicked ways. You me now. Awakening is clear. I could show you how. I could show you how to fight them. I could show you how to defeat them now. Take a moment right here, feeling like it's out gear. Driving towards the sun with a rose and a gun. Feel the wind in my hair, going nowhere I swear. Like an outlaw on the run, dangerous but it's so fun. Running, running, no. Hold on, don't let go. Running, running, no. Keep running. Told my boss that I'm done. Had no luck with my mom. Say, what will you do with your life? You know it's hard to survive. A cigar in my mouth. Maybe guilty but proud. Now I'm an outlaw on the run. Dangerous but it's so fun. Running, running low. Hold on, don't let go. Running, running low. Keep running
kababayan, ang pambansang awit ng Pilipinas.
Yeah. What? 3-minute delay. What's going on? Welcome to the Tapang Cup Valorant Tournament Grand Finals. We are on a 3-minute delay. So yeah, I can't respond to your chat right now. But welcome to the stream. Welcome. I don't know how many people in the stream right now. By the time I'm talking, well, actually, I know. But yo, what's up? What's up, everyone? Thanks for the raid. Tetchio, hello. So here we are. We arrived to the grand finals. We have a very exciting lineup right now. But before anything else, let me introduce to you the people who's gonna help me shape and describe real time what's happening during the finals. All right, hold on. Is that too loud? I'm not sure. I'm not sure if that's too loud. I will let them introduce themselves because I'm not really good at introduction. I already told them. First off, let me introduce to you Dax PH right here. Give a round of applause to Dax right there.
Hello everyone and welcome to the Tapang Cup Grand Finals. We got our last two teams coming into this one. I'm very excited to see what these two teams have in store for us from another BO3 here and now. So it's going to be a really exciting night for tonight between Team Exe as well as Team Shabog. But joining me tonight as well is going to be my co-caster, and of course he could introduce himself real quick. It is going to be Viminal.
Hello, gamers. Greetings.
Yes.
Hello, fellow gamers. Hello, TK. Hello, Dax.
Hey,
Pretty
what's up?
stoked for tonight's
Yeah,
matchup.
very excited.
Exe versus Team Shabog. And
I'm wearing a shirt.
yeah,
You guys, I'm wearing a shirt.
I'm wearing a jacket because it's really cold in my room.
I got the collar.
Are you
shirt real
naked
quick, you know?
inside
Collared
that
shirt,
jacket?
yeah,
Are you naked?
Getting ready for the grand finals.
Yes,
Maybe.
yeah.
You gotta prove. You gotta prove you're not. You gotta prove you're not.
No.
Sure.
Okay.
All right.
Alright.
You gotta protect the stream. Protect the stream.
Okay. Alright. Okay.
If you haven't seen me before, I'm a gaming content creator. I started streaming a few years ago. I'm very new to the world of casting, and I'm very excited to just have fun with it.
And it's been an honor to have you guys in the grand finals for this tournament, and all throughout the tournament. Thanks for help, for shoutcasting, giving life to the tournament itself. And I think it could have been different if you guys aren't here. So thank you for giving your time to cast this tournament. All right, so yeah, go ahead.
Alright, so we are going to be getting into a BO3, Mr. Viminal, and, well, it's going to be Team Exe versus Team Shabog. These two teams really proving themselves last time in their very decisive semi-final matches. It was really close, though. Both of those matches, I believe, did go 2-1. We were there all night, pretty much, and that is why it is on the Thursday night here now for our grand finals instead. And, well, we got a lot of information. We got a lot of things to talk about for these two teams. But first things first, Vimlo, what do you think about these two teams coming into this upcoming match?
Tail of the
definitely,
tape
I
right
think-
here. Yep.
Yeah, tail of the tape. So personally, I've played a lot with Team Exe, a few of their individual members. I know each and every one of them, and I think they're a very technically sound team. They've been practicing a lot, definitely. I know Team Shabug has been practicing a lot. I've been dropping by your streams. I've been checking them out as well, and both teams are very prepared. Obviously, I mean, honestly, if you ask me if I have any predictions, it can go either way. So I'm really excited to see what's up.
I
Let's
remember we had a little bit of a storyline last time, Mr. TK. Remember when we were casting the semifinals, we
right.
noticed that for Team X said they were more on the brain side, and then for Team Shabog, it was more on the bronze side. And well, with their pocket compositions and pocket picks, it really might be that's a tale of the tape here and now. And I do believe that these two teams can really go down to the wire. These two teams have been practicing a lot. And well, TK, I got a question for you. How much is on the line for this tournament?
Oh, I'm glad you mentioned that because right now we have already reached a total of $400. $400 for the grand finals. Winner take all. $400. That's a clean
That's ridiculous.
85.
That's a lot.
Absolutely.
85 each.
It's like
Yeah.
it's like
Somewhere.
you wake up,
Math.
you get money
Math.
just flown onto your
Math.
bed. You know,
Right.
80 bucks, like 4,000 pesos. That's really good. That's
Yeah,
really
it's-
really good for such a community endeavor, and I'm really proud of everyone who contributed, everyone who was part of this. And well, thank you to TK for setting this up and being the first ones who were like, let's go for a tournament, and here we are right now.
Actually, let me just point out that I want to thank our sponsors for this tournament because without them we won't have any prize anyway. So let me just go ahead and mention their names on chat on stream right now. Thank you again for Mark Deason, Rock Nation 0298, Viminal, thank you, and also Vampira, Roar Mufasa, and Albino Panda for sponsoring the total price of $400 for this tournament. Now, I did get some information about the lineups right now. There has been a slight change on lineup for Team Shabog. I guess because of I guess he came off from work yesterday. Ryojin won't make it to the first map of this tournament, and I think that's gonna be something to consider because they will be playing with someone. I'm not sure if they already played with this person, but Ryojin is going to be subbed by Death Rogue. Death Rouge? Death Rogue? Death Rouge?
Yeah,
Um,
Rogu, as the French
Ragu?
say.
Death Ragu?
Ravioli.
Ravio. So let's talk about the tail of the tape. We have on Team XS Sebs, CMS PH Official, Cyan PH, Strafola, and Dodge This. Let's talk about that first. You know, those players right there. What do you have some experience seeing their matchups before, how they play around the maps. What do you think about these individuals right now for
Yeah,
playing for
well,
XA?
For Team Exe, if I really notice how they play, they do like to play it slow and steady sometimes. They are looking for entry frags, and it usually comes into two different roles. Dodge is the first one. He's usually on that Sova, and you give him that operator, he just peeks that line and gets an instant shot for you. That's a really good punish there from Team Exe for anyone who does want to go for a quick little peek, trying to go for the aggression. And then on the other side, if you do want more of a duelist, and it is CMS who has been showing on off, especially on the semifinals. I remember talking to him after the semifinals. I was like, oh, you did really, really good today compared to the first day. And he was just like, I'm just more back into form. I'm feeling more confident. And well, he showed up on that day, really, really bringing up the rest of the pack. You can't also count out Strafola and Cyan. They are just so potent at what they do. Strafola, especially opportunities of his kind. And Seb's very, very reliable, usually on that stage duty for Team Exit. I feel like it really is just opportunities are the name of their game.
That's true, and that you mentioned that Exe with their name being execution of Team Exe is very on point, especially during this
I have to
tournament.
agree.
Yeah. So well, let's talk about Team Shabog's lineup right now. We have Sam Breaks, Disa Tuito, Chabel, Ryojin, who will be subbed by Death Rouge, Ragu, and J Supreme 2K. What can you guys say about this lineup right here? Very very dynamic, very dynamic gameplay by the likes
It's interesting.
of this lineup. All duelists, three
Oh
duelists
yeah, yeah.
in a lineup. Yeah.
It's gonna be interesting because they don't have one of their duelists, I believe, gonna be playing into this one for the first game. And sources say that Rogue here is a Viper main of all things. So it's gonna be a little different
Viper.
for Team
Viper.
Shabog because we saw them try to play not that triple duelist style on their first game in the semifinal, and it didn't really pan out as well as their more aggressive play style. So
Mhm.
I feel like for Team Shabog, they do like to go for very, very standard duels. They do like to go for aggressive peaks. Sometimes you even see a hard push or two. And as far as I know, they do have that latency advantage as well. So that can be a factor coming into the grand finals.
All
I
right.
mean, we've seen it before, like the triple duelists. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. More often than not, it doesn't. But
It's true.
we can be proven wrong.
Mechanical skill, mate. Mechanical skill is all you need. Apparently, click heads, forehead, get the shot, and just win the game there. Now, the triple duelist, of course, it's a very aggressive play style, and usually you want to be more on the attack rather than the defense because your staying power is a little less than usual. So we'll see how Team Shabog is gonna adjust first with their substitution and when their full roster is ready to go.
We're gonna go and jump in right into the game right now. Give me a moment, and everyone's setting up. Oh my god, why does it keep coming up? This stupid thing. Why?
It's the video game. We're here. We actually gonna see some Valorant. It's like, oh yeah, we're here to cast a game. Something
We're
that's gonna
actually, it's
we're
actually
going
about a
in.
video game. Let's go. We're here
Yes,
for video
yes.
games.
It's like we're here for video games. We talk about video games. We play video games. So we sleep and we dream about video games. Sometimes life is just all about. Maybe life is a video game.
All
Maybe,
right.
maybe.
So they
Yeah,
are
what's up,
setting up
TK?
right now. Split is the first map for this grand finals. Defending will be Team Execute or Exe.
Oh, it's
Team Exe.
that's that's quite interesting, honestly. So it would split as our first map. This does mean that usually it's the defense who has the initial favor in many instances. For split, it has been changed quite a little bit. I remember talking to Mr. Viminal recently
Mhm.
about it in our most recent pug session. That there have been a few changes here and there, especially on the heaven side, especially on the mid, to make it a lot easier to control on the attacking side. But it still is the same old kind of game. You control mid on the defense. You're just able to really put a strangle on any kind of rotations. A and B having really one only big funnel. And that is just the problem there on split itself when you're on the attack. You execute fast or you don't execute at all.
Very true. One thing that I also realized, like, I've been checking out a lot of their scrim matches, especially XS team, and they have a lot of cheeky stuff with their cipher and split defense. So
Yep,
I'm just gonna leave it at that.
What do you say about
Well,
Cypher? Like in the current meta of the game though. And Cypher
top tier.
is top tier, 100%.
Yeah.
But
100%.
let's talk about like say like the Viper. Viper right now seems to be a little for me. Little sometimes the Viper has good plays, sometimes they don't. I don't know.
Oh, well, the thing about the Viper is I feel like it is very team dependent as well. It's similar to the Breach in a way that some maps it'll do a lot better than others. But the thing about the Viper though is you have a really high potential to hurt your own teammates, especially with the Viper spit. So when the Viper gets the ultimate ready, the whole dynamic, the whole play style of your team has to change. It's not just about you guys setting on up to try and defend or attack a point. It is just all about trying to play around the Viper spit, use the smoke, use the poison, and set up on the angles accordingly. And many teams aren't really able to do that. Many teams are just busy looking for one-way smokes with the Viper. And we've
Yeah.
seen on the semifinals when a team got stuck on the Viper for too long, there were just no instances of real utilization of the abilities from that agent.
Not only that, since the split barrier, like spawn barrier changes, it's not as easy to do the Viper split wall, Viper one-way smoke in mid. So that makes a huge difference in
Yeah, those
the defending side.
cheeky
Yeah.
one-way
Yeah.
smokes. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
especially in split.
For sure.
There's one in bathrooms, I believe, and there's also one in a. Well, actually, I only know the bathroom one. The, that's
Mhm.
that's Oh wait, we're talking about split. Shit, I'm talking about bind.
That's bind.
Yeah, I'm
That's
talking about
mate.
bind.
I'm
Fuck.
like, where do you
Yeah,
where's the
that
bathroom
confused
there?
the shit out of me. All right, so
yeah.
I think
We're on the top.
we're missing one person right now for Team Shabog, and I believe that's Tabel, of course.
Ooh, of course. Better late than never, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Maybe TK, you wanna hop in instead for one of the teams and be like, "Hey, I'm here," and TK Cup. Surprise, surprise! This is the big wild card that you get a TK on your team out of nowhere.
Hmm.
Surprise. Surprise.
think- I'm not sure. Maybe we have to. Oh, there you go. Hmm.
So yeah, we're fixing up the lobby right now, guys, and we're just making sure all our players are ready, set, and raring to go. But Vim, I got a question for you. What do you
What's up,
think?
man?
What kind of rosters are we going to be expecting from these two teams? We talked about the archetypes so far of the double recon versus the triple duelist. That might just be basically what the two teams build around on. But what do you think are going to be like the complementary agents and how their playstyle is going to be coming into this first map?
All right. On the side of Team Shabog, we've seen them play a lot of triple duelist lineup. Very aggressive playstyle. More of like raw aim, like brawn as opposed to brains, as you mentioned earlier. And in a stark contrast, on the defending side here in Split for Team Exe, they have a more standard meta lineup. You have two recon agents. They usually play Cypher and Sova here on Split, and you're gonna see them play Sage and a Brimstone, perhaps. So it's going to be like a very standard meta lineup versus something a bit more unorthodox that you don't typically see.
All right.
I'll
However,
be
we've seen
surprised.
it. We've seen it work in pugs before. We've seen the devs use the same lineup in the ESPN tournament. However, it didn't work out for them. So
Yeah.
we'll see.
We'll see. And it seems like we're already set and raring to go. TK got some words of wisdom for us to drop before we get into this game.
Oh, just good luck and have fun. I hope you guys enjoy this tournament as much as I'm really excited. I'm really excited what's gonna happen. I can't wait for the lineup. I'm not sure this Death Ragu is a new player. So I'm not sure what's
Death
gonna
Ragu.
I
happen.
would hate working
That
here.
Ragu. That
Good
that
I thought it was
Ragu.
Death Bro.
Desk.
I like that.
No,
name.
it's
That name.
that race. No, that's Death Row. Come on.
Death Ragu.
That Ragu. Beef Ragu. What's your favorite kind of Ragu?
Oh, beef definitely. Beef. Beef.
Okay. Yeah, love you. I just had dinner. I was had beef too. But enough about that. We're gonna get scolded by a certain someone. We're not talking about the game because we are gonna get the certain compositions on both sides. So it seems like a defense. We are gonna see a pseudo meta composition. It's the raise though instead of the usual breach that you see on splits. In the meantime, well, we only have one duelist actually on the red hand side for that attack. It's the Omen and the Viper. Coming on in a very different approach here for Team Shabog.
This is something very unexpected. Like this is something totally different from what they've done in the previous matchups here for the tournament series. So they might have changed their strats over the past week or so.
Secret strats, maybe this is their secret
Secret
strats. Maybe,
strats.
maybe, truly, this is what the grand finals is gonna bring to the table. But welcome, ladies and gentlemen.
Jumping
And
around
here
and
we go.
see.
I think they're just making sure that everything is set, and we're
What is
coordinating
this?
basically. Yeah,
What's
We are
going
pausing
on?
the game, right? Are we?
there's
we
no
pausing
pause.
the game?
No, wait.
No pause. I think they're baiting it.
There's no
Or
pause.
rotation.
Right.
There's no pause. So yeah, Vim. I just want to
Yes?
say, take it away.
All right, let's go. They're hopping around. The T spawn,
Oh
the
my-
attacking spawn.
What is
They're
this?
hopping around.
I'm confused.
Wait. What's that?
Yes.
Yeah, we got admins asking to check the PMs.
No charges left.
I don't know. I'm sorry. What?
Check private messages.
I think we need to re-lobby because people are
We
disconnected.
might need to reload.
Alright.
No, you're
They're,
intro already.
They're hopping around. He's
Yeah.
reloading right now. Play-by-play
Yes.
casting. He's flipping the
Yes.
knife. He
So
spent
good.
money on the game. That's
Did he?
$20 skin right there.
Alright,
It's $20
Oh,
skin.
he did. That's a big investment already. It's like a buy round in real life.
I have to leave party and then let me restart my game while I do that. Going back to
Good start.
our faces right now. Let's go back to our faces.
Good start on good start on the grand finals. Season
What
had some
happened?
technical
What,
issues.
what happened? What happened?
Well, it looked like we're getting DCs on X's side. Not too sure because we don't see the chat as the spectators, but we would see.
Right.
I saw dodge this disconnect, and one thing to note for Team X is that is something that they are really gonna be playing against. They do have a few instances that have server instability, like we've seen before in the semifinals. Dodge this just being protected by everyone so he can reconnect, and especially
Yeah.
as they are a full PH team, they also have that latency problem, that latency disadvantage. So yeah, if Team Exit does have technical issues, that's going to be another big factor that hurts them in the long run.
Definitely. I think having above 200 ping is really gonna hurt your bullet registration. In some
Like
cases.
180 is fine. Like
Yeah,
180 is
180 is
doable.
fine. So let's
Yeah,
hope that everybody gets decent ping.
you hit that sweet spot and you are good to go. So hopefully our players are ready, set, and raring. And I believe we should be playing it in a way that since we have seen the agent compositions on both sides already, I do think that our teams will be sticking by that to come into that game. So we had the standard composition from Exa, basically what they have been playing all throughout. No tricks of the trade whatsoever. But for Shabog, it was very, very different. We saw the Omen, and I believe we saw the Viper, and we only had one duelist on their side. So what do you think is going to be landed for Team Shabog? Will it be Flag Central with all those smokes and the like?
That's the thing with having so many smokes. It's sort of like a double-edged sword. You can't really see anything. Like your team won't see anything either. Like if everything pops off all at once, so you have to time it accordingly. You have to be really careful with how you place it because it's gonna hurt yourself too.
I'm trying to remember what their comp was completely. So they had the Open, they had the Viper. Did they have the Brimstone also? So
They have a
basically,
brimstone as well.
That's triple smoke. That's triple smoke.
That is a
basically.
lot of smokes.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah,
You
it's
have a big wall
yeah,
also.
it's a stunt. It's a stunt. It's all the smokes in the game. Basically, that's all the smokes in the game.
Besides the snap of the finger jet one, that's for sure. You know,
Yeah, it's the jet
They
smokes.
might
are the main
be
smoke.
thinking of having a lineup geared towards the attacking side since they're starting on attack. I don't know.
yeah, it seems like
That's
it.
what
It
I'm
seems like they are gonna be playing it very different. This is so different from the Shabot we saw last time, and this is not just due in part to the substitution. It looks like there's something they have been practicing. This looks like there's something that they are gonna be whipping out for the grand finals, and well, it is a clean slate for them to really prove their muscle, to prove that they can play tactical in a matchup like this. So it seems like the Broad gonna have brain after all. That's some interesting character development here for our other side.
Okay, we're gonna go back to the game right
And
now
it
here.
appears that we did have some technical issues, and we're trying to re-lobby to get
Yeah.
everyone.
Just
decent
relax, guys. It happens. It's a beta game, so
beta game.
Well, we kind of expect this.
Can't go wrong with that. Can't go wrong with that, sir. We just get on into our upcoming game. I'm really excited. I'm already like, come on, give me a Valorant. Give me the Valorant action that we are waiting for. And well, Mr. Biminal, we are just gonna be looking to await these upcoming matches. So I do want to ask, do you have any predictions in terms of scoreline? Who do you think is actually
Alright.
gonna take this?
Okay. Typically in this split map, it's a heavily CT-sided map despite the nerfs of the map. Okay. So usually the team that starts on defense is probably gonna take the win. And if the attacking side takes maybe 4 to 6 rounds, and that sets it up for a very clean victory once the second half starts. So in my honest opinion, this first map is going to Team Exa. And for
Huh?
Team Shabog, they have to be careful about their team morale. They have to not waver once they lose the first few rounds because it is on attack and it's really hard.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't
That's true.
Wh-
And TK, you got an update for us?
We are only waiting for Shabel right now, of course. Always late. I have had the pleasure of joining her in all of the games, and she's always like this. So this is classic Shabel for you. I don't know what's happening. It's probably not her PC. It's probably not her PC. It's most likely
Okay.
her. Most likely her.
Just a
Yikes,
shade.
bro.
Just a shade to start things off. I
Throw
love
in
it.
the
I love it.
shade. Let's
Yeah,
go.
yeah.
Oh,
Can't go wrong with the shade,
just want to remind you that the finals is going to be casted by Dax, PH, and Viminal. Yeah, just
Who didn't show up?
Yes.
mods. Just shout them out on the stream
Yeah.
right now. If you do
Much
hear
love.
them 3 minutes right now. Within 3 minutes,
By the
so that
way,
it's
like I've
within
been
the
doing
thing.
nothing but play Valorant for the past
Oh yeah.
month or so.
Tell us
But
about
I
it.
haven't been streaming. I haven't been streaming, and
All
that's
right.
because
Why
I'm
not?
waiting for official launch.
Ooh.
But yeah,
SEA
Okay.
from unranked to Valorant rank day 1. Let's go. I already see
Let's
the
go.
Vimla series right there. It's gonna
Let's
be
go.
it's gonna be a big one.
Streaming?
It's gonna be
Are we good? You see? You guys see it?
All right, I'm
Oh,
checking
loading
it
on
out.
in.
Turning off camera.
And it seems like we are gonna be getting ready to go in just a bit. Come on, Discord, help us out. Help us out, Discord. Want to see the game? Want to see the action? And I also can't wait for this upcoming match. We already saw a preview of what is to come, and it seems like we are all set and ready to go. I believe between our two teams. So good luck, have fun, truly. To every single one of these players, they are really putting everything on the line for a chance to get that $400 prize pool. Whoever wins gonna take the pots. Loser will go home with absolutely nothing. And here we go again. On to game number 1. It's gonna be time to split that time and get into splits. Mr. Viminal, let's go again and let's get into the action.
Indeed, we go again. And
Go
we're waiting for them to pick the same agents. I assume no one's gonna change the lineup. So again, we see a very standard meta composition on the Exa side, and Team Shabog with the triple smokes. You got a Brimstone, a Viper, and an Omen. So we're gonna see how that plays out. Again, I mentioned earlier that it might be a double-edged sword because you smoke everything, you can't see anything. So we'll see how that works out.
Oh, they do have that double recon though, so they might be
Yeah.
able to use the sonic arrow real quick, the recon dart itself, to see through that smoke. But of course, Trifolo gonna have a hard time with the camera play. Raze though, gonna be really interesting right now in a matchup like this for Vivinal, because the Phage shells, the Sag shells, maybe that Showstopper might actually get a good chokehold or two coming into this.
Definitely. So
And
we
I
are...
think we're good. I think we're good.
Yeah, we're good. We're good.
Yes,
no,
sir.
Confirm that?
and they're bunching
Yeah.
up in CT right now. I'm not sure. They're
Bunching up the
in
CT.
right
The
now.
round is about to begin in just a couple of seconds. All right. So we're looking at a mid take here. Looks like they're going to be playing for picks. Either that or pushing the main.
Yes, hopefully
But they're
this is
still
all
chilling
good
in
here.
spawn. They're still chilling in spawn, guys. So they might be baiting an early rotate from Team
I'm not
Messi.
sure what's going on right now.
I am not sure.
Taas pa din ping.
They are still having high ping. So I'm
is-
overly analyzing what's happening.
They're requesting if someone else host.
What? Sorry?
Someone
Yes,
else
and-
maybe.
and you
Just,
can host.
Someone else host?
I guess I can do it.
Yeah.
No.
I can't. I have to
I
stream.
can't. Yeah, I can.
Why? What's wrong?
I think they're getting a US West server instead of a US.
That's not really my fault.
Say-
Wait.
Here's the thing.
Other team has a high.
Okay. Let's actually let's get this done. So
Yeah.
why do we need a USE server when I think the most fair one would be the US West, because that's where we usually connect in from FTA.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like if
The US West server will give us around an average of 170 to 180.
160
The
to
US
180.
East would give us 240.
yes,
2020.
and that is really unfair too much now to the PH squadron. Yeah, it's like, and
That would be
we're
unplayable.
taking too long. This is like a second remake already. So yeah, we should be going on the US West because that's what we have been doing so far.
All right, I'm
And-
gonna go and just restart my game, and whatever server comes up, I'm gonna let you guys know
Yeah,
that whatever
this-
server
why-
comes
no,
up, you have to play it.
Okay. DK, it's just like whatever we get, third. That's it. There's no remakes anymore. That's the match already. This is a remake it just to make it like.
I can't do anything about that. That's it's not me. It's the servers, right? It's the servers.
It's not part of the game. Like, is it?
It's not
It
how
is
it's
what it is.
designed. It is not how it's designed.
Beta.
I'm sorry.
You know,
I can't
Criminals
really
is
help
like,
that.
trying to see how this is going. Yeah, you can't really do anything about it. So
I'm back.
but we just stay on the third server, and when that is good, it's you go by that point. Yeah, Mr. Vimel's like, they're gonna wait on spawn. They're gonna wait on their opponent, go all the way B, so we can go A.
Oh, they might have. Some people do that.
I wouldn't be
don't know.
surprised if they do it again, actually, because now they remake twice, and they might actually pull that off because of the 2 remakes.
They might be baiting the caster. Who knows? Like, you know.
Maybe. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
You know,
It's not based on how I actually if I'm the first of all I have to be the host because I'm streaming it, right? First of all. So and I can't really do anything about it. I can't really do anything about it. You have to take what you get. You have to take what you get.
Yeah, we can't keep remaking until we like getting an East Coast would be too specific. I would think that's Team Shabog asking for it. I would never see Team X ask for an East Coast server, honestly. And
it's just not gonna happen.
And it's like it's the most fair way. If you have a little latency, then that's okay because your opponent will have all the latency in the world and more. So
Like double.
I think Team X how many PH is that a whole PH team, right? All
Team X
PH
is a
team.
full PH team.
So why
So-
who's asking for better ping again?
I mean, I wouldn't know, but I would be very surprised to see.
It could be
Team
on
X
both sides.
ask
I
for it.
don't know.
It's
Maybe
possible.
they haven't.
I mean, right now I can't really change the servers. I hope that we have a siguro when Southeast Asia comes in, you know, the Southeast Asia servers comes in. Yeah, definitely we'll have a tournament in there. But for now, whatever comes up, we're just gonna have to take it. We're just gonna have to take it because
Everyone is
that's-
aware of that fact
Yeah,
before
yeah.
going into this.
yeah, you already know. Photos
Yeah,
US East players know it's the PH team, a full PH team for Team X, and I think only Shabel is from PH on Team Shabog.
Mhm.
So my game's loading right now.
Okay.
TK,
Yes,
tinatanong ni Dutch kung ako na lang mag-host kasi US West ako.
but I have to
Baka
stream
may
it.
higher
I
chance
have to
daw.
stream it.
US West.
Oo, and then i-invite kita, and then ikaw pa din yung mag-spectate ka pa din.
Okay. Sige. Pero I'm telling you right now, kung ikaw yung mag-host, shit.
It's
Okay.
okay if you host, honestly. Like it's okay because it's
Kabahala.
a second spot.
Sige, ikaw gumawa and then I'll be a spectator. I'm not sure what it would look like though. I'm not sure what it would look
I
like.
think it's
Parehas
gonna
lang
look
din.
the
It's the
same.
same. It's the same.
Okay,
Alright.
sige. Alright, fine. Service unavailable for friends ako ngayon. I have to restart the game.
Sure.
Alright.
So, small talk time, I guess, guys. We've been there 42 minutes in technical issues. Now, I do want to ask you, since we're talking about technical issues, what's the worst technical issue you've ever had in Valorant so far?
What do you mean?
For me, there's this random. Wait, what do you mean? I've never had any issues playing this game. No, I'm kidding. The
Okay.
Vanguard error. Their anti-cheat system somehow detects random background apps as aimbot or ESP wall hacks. I don't know why, but it happens a lot, and it happens in ranked, and a lot of people have been reporting that.
That's
So
true.
they have
That's
to
true.
fix it.
I remember I was playing Omen once, and I just tried to teleport, and I immediately crashed. And when I reloaded in, I was underneath the vending machine in Market on Split. I was like, wow, okay, why am I here? And I shot
Yeah.
someone's leg to finish the round. And I was like, okay, apparently bullets go through. That's cool.
Amazing.
Great game. Win clutch. Absolute clutch. It's like, where's the Omen? Oh, there he is. Under the map. And now you're dead. That's How about you, TK? What's the worst thing you've seen, like technical wise?
After I get tagged by a Sova drone, I teleported back where I was tagged. So I was running. I was in a hookah. I got tagged by the Sova drone. I ran
Teleported
to
back.
garden. I ran to garden and teleport. And after it was done, I teleported back where I was tagged. So yeah,
I was actually in your chat while that happened.
yeah, that was so
I
weird.
remember.
So weird.
I
bug.
remember that was really weird.
Yeah,
So,
I was
like,
getting a error connecting to the platform kind of deal. Still trying to let me see if I can end this in Task Manager. Yeah, my game bugged because of the restart though. Done. Fine.
No
Also,
worries,
another
no
creepy
worries.
thing that happened to me was that a dead body was moving after I killed the guy. So he was actually like, twitching on
Oh
the
yeah,
ground, and
yeah.
that
You,
freaked me out.
that happens when you reconnect. Also, another bug is when you die and then you log out of the game, and then when you come back and the game is still running, you can walk around like a ghost
Yeah.
and get
Spooky,
info
spooky,
and get
spooky.
info.
It's like no clip. Yeah.
Yeah. Just
Valorant.
yeah, Valorant game is restarting right now. Hold on.
All right.
Mr. Vimana, why are you so decked out with sponsors, huh? Look at that. Look at your setup.
I'm
It's
not
like
sponsored by
black.
MSA.
How about that share? How about
It's
that
just
share
it's
behind you?
oh this one, player one. Support local guys. Player one is a gaming chair that was founded a couple of years back. Again, this is the local brand, and they have like really good high quality chairs. And I think it's cool that you support local brands like
How much is that share?
player one.
If not sponsored, by the way.
It's like 12K.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Mhm. So
What
it's
else?
very
What else?
affordable.
Yes,
Uh,
yes.
I'm gonna tell you, it definitely feels more than that. Whatever. Take my word with a grain of salt, but I review a lot of tech, and if you trust me, then believe it.
But TK also has a fancy chair behind him.
Make
It's
sure both
seriously
teams
one.
are okay with it. No, will try Ninong Jan Magaway to host the thing, and whatever ping they get, they have to take it because we can't
Yeah,
do remaking this.
we have to go
I
ahead and buy
already
this.
agreed remaking third time, so we have to.
We take what we can get, guys. We get if basically if we keep remaking, there's no. It's just not gonna happen. We're not gonna get a US West server if if we leave these two teams alone. Well, they're gonna have the same thing. Honestly,
Ninong Jan
it
needs
really
to
is.
invite me right now.
Like, it's not gonna happen. We
Alright.
can't force it. We can't force a game that's never gonna happen.
Invite.
That's kind of it. So it's just like go with the flow. And hey, you want to make it really spicy? Everyone's playing EU instead.
Para
You want
even
everyone?
playing field
Bakit
talaga.
ako yung invite mo, TK?
Invite mo ako.
Ngayon di kita ma-invite.
Request to join.
Request to join lang, may nag-invite
Hindi,
na sa'yo.
invite mo ako. Invite mo ako. Go, please. I can't delay this anymore.
So I don't have a sponsored chair like these two. I have a chair that doesn't even get
Di
seen
kita ma-invite.
on stream.
That's
This
actually
is
really
there.
cool. Though.
I am restarting
Like, I
my
have
game
this-
again.
I have this software that
putik.
hides my chair. So if I do a face cam like straight up, it's just just right
People
there.
are requesting a Vimena face cam. Come on,
All
bro.
right, fine, dude.
Yeah.
All right, Supreme 2K, Supreme 2K, you got it, bro.
There we go.
You got
There
it.
we
All right,
go.
I'm sorry I offended you. Yeah, it's all good.
Concept. Look at that red door all the way there. And now we see the red door.
Now you see my pores.
Yeah.
Nice, great.
At least your glasses don't hard reflect on the monitor.
On the monitor, right?
Yeah, so
Yeah.
that's kind of people sad right there. It's like look at his background, look at mine. It's just like, hey, I wake up, I crawl.
I kind
crawl
of like
here
your
for a
background.
bit,
Yeah, it's
It's,
a contrast.
It's,
it's a contrast.
it's very obvious when I wake up for a stream because that bed is not fixed. That bed looks like I crawled from it, like a willowing whale basically, and it's just like
it's a very nicely
go.
made bed.
let's
I
go
gotta
to
say.
the stream. Yes. There's a poo on it. There's a Spider-Man on it. There's a bunch of things. Honestly, there's a Vulpix on it, and well, it's cute. It's cute. This kind of thing.
This is the reason why I don't want to do a head-on face cam because my glasses are like,
Same.
there's
Oh,
something
why?
wrong with my
What happened?
glasses.
Yeah, you need to get it fixed.
I don't
man.
know. Yeah, it's
We-
like
we
I
better
probably
has to
fell
do that,
asleep and
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah, wear a hazmat suit outside, so to be safe and sound. So, yeah. I'm just waiting for the game. Honestly, I just want.
I'm
to
just
see
watching the game
some
right
power.
now because they can invite me.
It really is.
Ninong
Alright.
Chan, just invite me right now if you can hear me.
May nag-invite ulit sa'yo. Kasi hanggang request to join na lang sa akin.
You have to
Kung
remake.
makita mo yung invite
You have to
nila,
remake.
remake ulit.
Why?
Hindi,
Invite.
invite me. Invite and someone. DSAT, J Supreme, Dodge this, Trafola can invite me, anyone.
Yeah, it's just all about getting into the match. So yeah, Mr. Viminal, I was gonna ask you, what's all the things behind you? Are those the parts that you don't use for your computer?
These are usually the stuff that are in
Wait, I
product
can
queue
move
for
around,
release.
right? When I'm
Yes.
observer.
Like you see the Logitech one
Okay.
over there. This is the one. This is the one right here. I did a review on it, and
this is where
I love it. I love it.
I use a Logic one too. I use a Logitech mouse, the G903. It's pretty cool actually.
Oh,
And
yes.
I also use this pig, the pig over here.
I can't help but notice it. I was gonna ask you about it.
I dump money when I get food. It's like food here,
Is
throw
that a
the
piggy
money
bank?
in.
Like an actual piggy
Yes.
bank?
It's a big bank.
Piggy bank.
Piggy bank. Okay, okay. You know about.
All right, we finally have the game.
I already have a game.
we just-
I'm running out of things to
I am
reference
switching
here.
to the
Actually,
game
I
right
just have a
now.
lot of things. I have a lot of things, but I don't want to get started because I'll just start talking about all these things instead of the game. Honestly,
You have a lot of very interesting things. Okay.
I know, right? It's like everyone knows how the room looks like
Let's
now.
just
I
hope
cannot
this is
hide.
gonna be. I think they're going for East servers. East servers.
Yes.
West
We just
server.
go.
They're trying to
Let's
go
go with it.
first.
Let's roll. Let's
We
roll.
just go. We got a little confused, I guess, from the mod mail
So,
earlier.
wait. Before you start, whatever the servers are, we go with the game. Because if we do this with the next two games, it will take us about probably 8 hours. No, not really. About 5 hours. No one's in. Hello?
Hello.
It's already an hour in. Actually, we're already an hour in, and we haven't even started. So sad.
Agreed na sila. Puro yes.
Don't really have
Alright.
much of a choice.
Okay, start ko na.
Okay, go.
let's
And
go.
this is
We're
the
off.
fourth
Oh,
one? Yo.
let's go. Are you finally in? Seems like we got the map, we got the game, we got our players ready to go, and we are gonna be getting into the action yet again. Map number 1 out of 3 in the best of 3 in the grand finals. It's always the best 3 because you only have 3 maps to choose from anyway. And well, it's time to see who's gonna be our final champion here in the TK Cup. As we have been saying, $400 goes to the winner. Loser goes home with absolutely nothing. And Abdax joining me tonight is Biminal, and we are going to be getting into the action with the defense. Start things off here for Team X, and on the offense, it's going to be Shabog instead.
So again, guys, if you just joined the stream, Team Exe is composed of a Raze, a Cypher, a Sova, a Sage, and a Brimstone. Very standard meta composition that we've seen in a lot of pro tournaments in the NA circuit, as opposed to sort of an unorthodox lineup on Team Shabog with multiple smokes. We got a Raze, a Viper, Brimstone, Sage, and Omen. So again, as I mentioned earlier, this could be a double-edged sword, and it could hurt the team depending on how they use the smoke. So we'll see if they can time it accordingly. It looks like this is going to be an A take, an A rush. Typically in the start of a pistol round, you just rush onto a site.
Go get him.
Yep, here's the ball already to get the connection. Stop Dart as well from Dodge this to try and slow things down. He's a really good slash damage. He gets too along with that. But Sage has to go for a heal sometime. But TMS with the first blow.
So you get to see the stopping power of those paint shells on the Raze. And again, in a map like Split with a lot of choke points, that can be really, really vital to your success.
Yeah, this hold though from the
Toxins going up.
defense trying to go for a retake from screens. Long range. TMS and Dodge this though. Going for those kills.
And you see trades going off, double peaks, and it appears that Team Exa will take the first round.
I like how they set up there for the offense actually. They tried to go for basically the corners of screens to protect themselves, but unfortunately, the only problem with going A is something I've been discussing with a few teams here and there before, is even though you're full site, it's so difficult to hold on to a main on the defense or the site itself. on the attack, of course, turning into the defense later on. It really was the problem as we saw the Viper having to look that way and just getting outshot by CMS instead. So that is just basically a good notice from Team Exa to play into the map, realize its situation, play the long range game, and now they have the first round advantage, looking to push it into the second.
Now, the first round, they didn't really have a lot of money to buy their skills. Now, however, this could be a different story. And I think B would be an easier take with their skill set. So we're going to see smokes coming up, heaven and mid.
Yeah. Oh,
Very likely.
Very far range, wants to go for the cover onto a part of the transition to B sites, and they are going to be looking to add up onto the Viper Fit economy as well. Slow push though, one to the garage side, and we also have an Omen lurking onto mid, so it's a 4-1 formation, looking to try and go for a push here and now.
Now, here's a common mistake I feel when it comes to most teams that try to rush a site. You got a brimstone smoke that comes down from the sky, and it looks like a wall to some teams that they don't push through the smoke. When there's nothing beyond that smoke, you can just simply push through and take the site because there's only one guy there.
Surprise people with it, you know? Be a smoke criminal.
Surprise people by pushing the smoke. Become a smoke criminal. Sui 2K.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Sui 2K.
But, you know, to some teams, it's a wall that you cannot go through. And now they hard rotate to A. We'll see how this works out. Looks like it's a split push to mid. But the Sage walls off mid, and they're all going to be forced to rotate through sewers. Now, Team Exa will be expecting it.
Yeah, I like
They're
that.
all gonna be
20 seconds in, basically that's going to be a wall that will stay there unless they go for the bus. CMS
Oh
gets
my.
right though from ramps.
Satchel out. Surprise.
That's
We
another
got
kill
a
left here.
juicy 2K right there.
With a satchel
So much
bomb.
value from those raise kit.
And this push is not too slow there for the push. Really smartly done there by Team Exit. It really was just, hey, you're gonna take your sweet time. We are just gonna wall off, and we are safe and ready to go. Basically, for the defense, also they had that first round advantage on the economy, and the SMG from CMS getting some easy frags on the board. Buy round though now here, Mr. Viminal, and we are gonna see some action actually unfold on the split.
I want to ask
Now, you see-
something
yeah,
after winning a round though. For let's
Yeah.
say the first two rounds a team wins a round. Did they keep the Spectres or did they buy, you know, better guns? Because there's gonna be a rifle round for Team Shabog, and Team X is holding those Spectres right now, and also a judge.
Yeah.
I think it's-
Typically, teams do this when you feel confident about your opponent.
Yeah.
Typically, if I feel that I cannot give up an advantage to the enemy, I go full buy because I cannot risk an advantage. But if I feel that I can take a trade or two, then I'll stick with a Spectre.
That's true. And with just those SMGs, you can really play a lot more aggressive. Now, usually on the third round buy, it does mean that even though you get your utilities here and there, it is about focusing on getting the rifle and the armor. First frag still come on board for the offense.
So we see a take once again. We got the plant behind blue. And we have two from X on the defender side trying to maintain heaven control. However, they are outnumbered.
Cyan even catching out Death Rogue, just using those smokes on ramp to gain control. But no, DSAT with 2 kills, and attackers will take that round. So let's keep up with the flow, Mr. Vim, and let's get into the action. Swap it out, and we'll be seeing now the defense will be going for those buys as well. Exactly what TK was asking about earlier on. It is just looking to try and bridge that gap. And is it such a big deal to lose that third round on when you're on the winning side on the first two? Or do you want to break that lose streak chain as well to keep up the economy on the other side?
It's not really a big deal. It's sort of like a mid-risk, high-reward type of deal. Like if you lose the third round, sure, that's okay. You can still fold buy in the fourth. But if you win, that's half buy round, then your opponent's going to be in really dire straits, and you're going to be up in, you know, economically very, very well.
It's a roll of the dice basically if you wanna decide on upgrading or not. Oh.
Yeah.
It's pretty true, because the only thing though that I do note is another reason to lose the third round is to break the lose streak chain. and make sure that the economy stabilizes just a little bit.
Sure.
Of course, every
Revealing
goal
area.
victory is really, really good. And you
Found
are
them.
always looking for a 13-0 no matter what. Dodge is still by his ramp side. He already has his standard kit with the operator. He does buy light armor rather though, just to make sure that he can buy that up. And this is gonna be holding the line, and it might be a fake push, a fake rotate, but still A might be the target.
So you see the Omen lurking at the middle. You're gonna see that a lot. Omen has the perfect hit for lurking. You're gonna see him deviate from his team. However, 4 people are heading straight into sight without anybody trying to maintain heavy control. Smokes are popping off, and the bomb pushes through CT.
Yeah, CMS getting those frags. DSAT in the meantime going to be on top of those bleachers. But oh my god, just flags again. CMS fragging out. The defense moves on to the point. The rotation absolutely on point there from Team Exit. And even though Dodge is not really connecting on the first operator shot, I believe he was able to get the second. It does a little dangerous though when you miss that first op shot. It allows the push to happen, which allowed the people like DSAT to set up onto tower, to set up onto the above the hell site itself. And it really looked a little dicey for the defense, but the back rotation onto the corner, well executed by Team Exit.
Yeah, that's one thing with an upper on the defending side. It really causes the enemy team to, the opposing team rather, to hesitate on their rotations and movement.
This might be good.
It's
This
really
might be
important
big.
to have an
This might
upper.
be huge. Oh,
Here comes the Peaches, but it's just not going to happen. You don't want to full commit, especially against Raze in those choke points. And right here, right now, we hear the defense flies. Seems like go for the attack. They still will have a fire round. Slow going to be there. Counter bomb, buddy. Can be in play. And well, abilities being thrown over on the mid side.
Looks like they did a successful job at baiting utilities at mid lane.
Oh, Orbital Strike though.
This is what I've been talking about right here. This is the one-way cipher trap, the cipher cage that I've been talking about earlier.
Yeah,
Okay.
so
So some cheeky stuff.
I love it. I love it. It's just, hey, you don't need to see me, but I know you're there if you touch that tripwire. And right now, they did go for the Orbital Strike, I believe, but at the same time, they are going to rotate onto a Stildo. Keep an eye out to dodge this. He's on ramps. I love the position here from the Sova. First things first, he can get a recon ball to connect anywhere he needs. And second, this is such a good defensible position, making sure that Heaven is under control. But again, he misses that first shot. He's struggling right now to start things off.
Oh!
This is not the dodges that we know. Usually he's pretty hot with the hand, but this just has to be Team Chabelle going for the push. But the rest of the crew already on board. Sev's gonna get the frag on. Here we go with the spike being planted. It seems like it's a reversal of the other side, and it is gonna be the defense pushing on forward to try and get the retake on. CMS on the board yet again. James Spring's gonna be on to the tower side. Good backstop on the one. Make that two. And now reloads in front of Strafola. And that is gonna be cleanup again for Team Exer.
ran out of bullets at the very last
Very
time.
valiant effort. Very close one.
Valorant
Again,
effort.
A Valorant effort.
A GG right there.
But the thing is, if your operator fails to connect that first shot, that attacking team is just gonna push straight into side and just gonna bum rush the operator. And you're
Thanks
down
for the-
one man.
Yeah, let me just thank Lord Bernard for the raid and also Gian for the raid, and thanks for the sub.
Wow, this is a nice spot.
Those see Dano, thank you. Appreciate that.
That goes there.
Here we go again with the action, ladies and gents. Strafola always holding on to the
This
mid.
goes
And
here.
Viminal, I do want to ask you just a little bit more. Why is the Cypher so valuable on that B-side solo?
Alright, stim beacon down.
You got 2 people covering top mid, right? B heaven. And there's only one small choke point at B.
There
And you
they
need
are.
that cipher, that one-way cipher cage, and they cannot pass. They literally cannot push. So you're shutting off one side, you're gonna be forced to go A, you know where to rotate.
Okay, so that rogue now though will go for the Viper spits. And Cyan is just happy to basically lurk there. CM is going to get them on the board as well. And this is something we talked about earlier on. When you go for the Viper spit, your team needs to be ready for it. And it seems like for Team Shabog, they just run into the poison with all the carefree abandon. That rogue will get one. The Viper always in her element there. And now this is going to be a little bit of a struggle for us to get rid of the Viper. But from the high ground, Strafola with the penetrating shots. The defense right now 5-1. And this is all Team X so far.
Again, this is something we sort of expect to happen. Very CT-sided map. This could change in momentum as soon as the second half begins. But the way I see it, the Viper ultimate is easily countered by the recon dart of the Sova,
That goes
for
there.
example, as we see what happened in the previous round.
Oh, what? That's an annoying trap right there. You
Look at
can't-
that trip.
That is an annoying trap. Like,
Fuck.
this guy
This
is
should do.
cheeky, man. I'm telling you.
Tripola knows what he's doing exactly, and that's not
I
even
wouldn't
the
wanna push
standard trip bar. It's not the one where you put on the wall and it hits the other wall. There are a few angles here and there that are elevated enough to just
Yeah.
point on the ground instead. But I like what Shabug is doing. Seems like mid is their order, and they are going to be looking up to the task to try and get things done.
Oh,
does
we got a
that go?
fantasy lineup lore.
Oh, it
But
goes here.
it
Okay.
slows heaven. That is perfectly executed.
But hey,
However, they do get shut down.
on fire again. CMS is just on fire. Dodge is finally getting on the board, and it felt like this was a econ round, I believe, from the attacking side. We aren't seeing any kill markers though for some reason, but Blue Supreme now gonna be on the heavy. Gets another kill actually, and now it's 2v1. The Omen really doing work so far. Recon Bolt now getting it broken, and with a high ground being taken here by the purple hoodie man. He's gonna be looking to fight against Darkness. Another kill right now. James Supreme is going for everything, but Strafola with the rotate just in time. Needs to get that operator before the Sova throws a tantrum.
We don't
I
want.
bet he's
we
saying,
don't,
get
yeah.
off, get off, get off.
We don't want. We don't want
that's what
Dodge not
happens when you
getting
play
his
with Dodge.
ops. Yeah.
Yeah.
I need
Not the
that
best
up.
game though for the op, honestly. It seems like Dodges is struggling to
This
get
goes
those
here.
hits, but Strafola as well as CMS doing work
That
to
goes there.
basically kill everyone who pushes into their Sova. So
This
quick
is a nice
rotations
spot.
here from Team Exit, panning out so
They crash
well
again.
when
Yes,
one
this
of
should
their
do. That
pillars
goes
and
there.
strategy
Okay.
actually hurting them. And look at those cipher
I
cages.
saw that
even
lineup
from-
now. I saw the lineup
Oh,
now. I can
man.
steal that.
Oh man.
I'm stealing that. That's
But I
mine
like
now.
what Team Shabelle is doing, trying to counter the opper. They're swinging. They're swinging hard, and it's really hard to hit that with an op. You know, if you're swinging from an off angle.
Dodge is forced to move away from ramps. Doesn't want to fight against Jay Supreme, who is pretty much on fire right now. Still
Very
though, the
much on
rest
fire.
gonna be sticking onto market side. Very ambitious though to bring the spike all the way in mid onto the forefront. But Zamrex will get that first kill. Side will go down. Interesting, we're not getting any kill markers on the feed itself. But the orbital strike right now to get low in the zone. Hold on before CMS gonna get bomb body again. Here comes that raise one more time, and a quick kill. And another one on the board. Gonna be 4 so far. Can he actually get the ace by this point?
I think they're gonna give him. I think they're gonna give him the
Yeah, they
ace now.
might actually give him the ace.
Yeah,
But
they're-
Jay Supreme 2K is not going down without a fight. I tell you that.
They are.
The Raze wants
looking
heals,
for
mate.
him.
The
Yeah.
Raze wants heals. He wants to be like, give me 100 HP and I'm good to go. Wait for
He's
something to
hungry
happen.
for it. What we see
Phantom
happen
in
there
hand.
is a very risky
Oh.
resurrection.
Here we go.
Here we go.
Yeah, it really is. It was. Oh, good headshot. Goodbye to the ace.
Deny.
Quadra. Big
Deny.
denial there. And yeah, Mr. Vemel making good points on that
I have the
resurrection.
spike.
Without cover, that is a
I do that a
free
lot.
body.
I do that a
That
lot. My
bad.
first pug match, I did that, and it was embarrassing.
Don't worry, it's not as embarrassing to you than it is to the person you revive. 4 seconds left though. Looking
True.
for the plan. The Omen. Does he
Oh,
actually make it? No, he's not gonna go for the stick, and he's just gonna slowly but surely run on the way, hiding by CC. Basically, wants to send it back, and he
Thanks,
does
and
it
he
too.
does.
That was huge.
Woo.
That was huge.
Does it damage their economy significantly though?
Yeah.
Not too much. It is a big
Not too
streak
much.
here for the winning side, for the defeat defense. They
They're
are just on
stacked.
fire.
They're stacked.
I'm
7-2 now.
thinking more of like the ego, the ego of
Probably.
Exit, yeah,
probably,
yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
they could become overconfident here and lose a few rounds.
I mean,
In
Jason
the same way that you can't get demoralized, you can't be too overconfident.
Yes. The Omen though, this is a really interesting pick here for Team Shabong. This Omen putting in a lot of work so far, and well, very impressive in many ways with the flanks, with the fan gameplay, and so far so good. Into the shadows we go again. Global TP gonna be instilling a lot of fear on the defensive end.
See the Omen teleporting to CT side and going for the cleanup.
I love it. The targeting actually.
I love it.
Bolda going
That
down
was a
first.
really
Good
nice line.
sandwich. and it is effective enough. Now, something to note actually is while J Supreme is cleaning house, now we are gonna see a quick uptake onto Heaven. Dogs is still gonna get that kill. He has been struggling to get the final blows itself. I believe he has a more assist than kill so far, but that should tie things up along the way. This is the Sova going for the drone. And no neighbors though, 2v4. Someone can actually push down and actually take care of anyone there. The Omen glitching out for some reason. Seems like his death was not supposed to happen at this time.
That's a new glitch. First time I've ever seen it.
Showstopper though. CMS gonna let it rip. And that's his offer going down. CMS not gonna get 2, gonna get 3. It's really just gonna be the race trying to go for the clutch. But Killazan is on point with the Phantom. 1 bullet is all he needed. Running on away right now. But that is way too close for the attacking side. So much clutch factors here for Team XL.
Shabelle actually dealing
Shabelle with the clutch,
blow.
and that
Yeah,
was
the
a
last
very
blow.
important round for them to win. They needed that round. They need every round from this point on.
They need it because their score is pretty much in the gutter, and by this point in time their economy is looking really dire as well. They need those W's right here right now, especially that they have broke the lose streak again. So if they do lose this, they are going to be losing out on a lot of extra cash along the way.
So they do have sort of like even economic factors across the board. 2 of X's members are forced to go with a Spectre and a Judge, but we have seen the devastating power of the Judge before, so let's see what happens. However, they're stacking B. Stacking B this time with the Omen lurking in A. Could be an A fake. We're seeing that really cool lineup slow orb from Kilozan to B Heaven, and they're doing the lineup wall as well, pushing through the cypher traps, completely ignoring everything. We shall see if they can get off the plant.
Yeah, plants are
but
down.
CMS does get proper stage shells. It's a B-back defense here right now for the attacking side. They just want to get that spike planted to start that timer. But here comes the reflection. CMS is just too easy here. But Zephyr can get that takedown. Here we go. Where's the stopper?
Oh,
and that's going to be 2
no.
kills on the board. What a survival from the Rays. Honestly, that has to be the attacking side kicking themselves in the feet. That was a free kill that didn't happen, and they paid the price for it. Feedback is never safe when there is an orbital strike and or a showstopper on the other team, and you can see the results. Bring back the race just to die. It matters because it gets 2 kills along the way. 8-2 now, our scoreline in favor of Team Exit.
Good for 2. And she was good for 2 on the rest too.
That was insane. Yeah. Now we're seeing the same rotations here. Seeing the same, like Sova on A, Cypher on B, 3 mid. Now, Team Shabelle is trying to figure out which is better, pushing A or B. They're having a really hard time because of the cheeky Cypher on B, so they're trying to go for an A.
I wouldn't be surprised if they do like the 8 a little better. Dodge just hasn't been really on point with this game too much. And in terms of the technical aspect, the tactical aspect, the Sova doesn't have as much staying power compared to the Cypher, and his slow shock strikes do a little bit of AoE damage. And Dodge right now going down to the orbital strike, counter orbital strike though. And I love to see him from the defensive brimstone because this slows things down to a crawl. And finally, it's going to be Shabelle planting that spike.
Planted.
Now you see that those smokes doing work. Especially the orbital strike coming in, orbital smoke, sage wall. It's basically a sure plan, right? When you have all those skills put together. But the problem is, can they defend post plant?
When the line of sight is broken, there is gonna be free movement onto the point. Showstopper used though by the offense, but this is a 5 versus 2, and that is now 5 versus 1. Can the Sage actually get any kills? Just hiding on spawn right now. J Supreme though, dragging out.
And
he's
he's going for it!
Yeah, he's hungry. He's hungry.
He's hungry.
And that is when you get kicked out of the buffet. Zabrak still breaking down that wall, looking for a chase down, but B-side already all the way there for the stage. And that is going to be the attackers winning out a round that they desperately need. Now, they do want to get the last one just to make it 8-4, but still a good chance here now for the defense to actually get another round back, but they don't really have the best economy by this point in time.
Now, if they get another round, if they bring it to an 8-4 score, this sets up Team Shabelle for a very, very even matchup on the second half. Like a lot of people expect, you know, for it to snowball on the second half, but it doesn't. This is a CT-sided map for those who are watching.
you know, as soon as the defense is set up, it is so hard to penetrate. And we can see though here and now, it really is going to be the A take that worked out a little better for them. And I do agree with the composition, they can really smoke things out onto heaven all the way to the site. And with the Omen being as cheeky as can be, can really surprise dodges along the way. So already here comes the rotate. It seems like they're giving up the immediately. Team X that wants to be on point, wants to not expose though that they have fully gone over to the other side. The DMS for the first strike immediately. We were going to operate the shots coming on through the screens. Dodge is surviving with a sliver of HP. And while both sides having a stalemate of epic proportions.
This could be a very big flank from the Omen on the CT side. Coming around the screens, he gets 2 kills. This could very much decide whether or not to launch.
Oh, Strafola though, danger close. Has the judge and now picks up the operator, looking for a shot or two. Very dangerous, caught between a rock and a hard place, caught between just so many different targets along the way. But though hasn't been planted yet, it seems like it's being protected there by the Brimstone and Cyan PH playing the objective, playing that judge. Here's the ultimate, but doesn't want to beat it. Oh, he's going for the trap, but misses the shot. Deathstroke.
Was that red?
It was ping. It was ping. 100%.
It was ping. 100%.
It was ping. 100%.
You know what else needs to be 100% right now? That spike has to be planted right now. 12 seconds left.
Dude, they had a time.
Strafola might be able to get the shot, but he misses, and now he has to reload. This is a free plant here now for the Rays. 1v1 between our two agents. But here we go with the gold bang, and eventually Strafola will get that kill.
That's the thing. When
I'm not sure about that play.
Do not run behind.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that play though. By D-Set.
9-3 now, scoreline. Team X in a commanding lead with 6 points on the board. And now we do see side swap, and I do believe that, yeah, just making sure everything is A-okay. So the scoreline again is wrong onto the high ground, onto the top part of your screen, guys. It is the left side with 9 points. It is the right side with 3, and this is gonna be pretty good here for Team X. They only need to take 4 rounds to take this victory. It's pretty simple mathematics. But the big issue, the big thing to note there is they take the first, they'll probably take the second, and that's already half of their markers set and done.
Indeed. Now, the thing is, we were talking about the lineup of Team Chabelle with having 3 main, like, hard smokers, right? In my personal opinion, you only need a Brimstone, and you're good. You don't need anything more than that. So we'll see if that works out. Yeah.
It feels like they just don't have the punch that they usually have with their standard composition. And yeah, as we said before, so many of the abilities very, very situational. Good heavy take though already by Zambrex. He is just staying onto the high ground right now. And in the meantime, there's gonna be DSAT getting on the board onto Cyan as well. Kimmelzan still hiding out down onto those beds. CMS though all the way in behind already. Quick rotation, bomb butts gonna get the expose, and Zambrex will go down to the hand of the Rays. Page Shell's now being tossed all about control here, and now Dodge says, get your ding. And it seems like the aggressors are playing team deathmatch instead. Now the Sage trying to go for the brawl, CMS backing out with the Ghost. And now it's time for to go for the spike perhaps for their 2 survivors on the offense.
Yep, their best play right now is to plant open and try to bait the 2v1, right? You don't want to turn this 2v1 into a 1v1v1 or whatever.
And there,
okay,
that is a good victory.
We double
That
peek.
rotation.
Perfect.
That rotation is so ridiculous. Did you see how far CMS was able to get on through? And I loved the execution there from Team X. It seems like there's something they have been practicing for quite a while. They were moving to play into a little bit of that heaven. They wet the wall, they met the CC basically, and they were like, okay, we have gotten all of the CC out, all of these abilities gone. We can go through the middle of the map, the middle of the site itself, the main pathway of A, and it seems like CMS taking it to the next level, going in behind on screens, taking control of that one, and the rest is history. So again now, momentum here for the attacking side. And so what we're talking about, they are poised and ready to get another round away from a victory here on Splits.
They're going for their signature Stinger Rush, which is the best gun in the game.
Worst gun again. Worst gun again.
And they do get 2 kills
Scuff wall.
through mid. Okay, Stinger is basically a shotgun in AR, like a automatic firing.
Death Row doesn't care about
and that's
those,
why the Stinger is not that good.
That's what I'm saying. It's only good for one spray.
I stand corrected, TK.
It's
stand corrected.
only good for one spray.
When you get when you get 3K'd by a ghost and there's 3 of you.
Ghost is
firing
better.
onto that ghost.
Ghost is better.
Every time.
When you line up like that, you are just begging for it, and that is just a free kills there for the Viper. Honestly, it feels like they were a little too gung-ho with their Stinger Rush. They could have actually transitioned to the point itself. They could have stayed with 2 onto Heaven, but
They had
instead
no
they
reason to
opted for
play
Viper.
that really fast. I don't know.
Yeah, Team X kind of throwing that one away. That was really, really good for the momentum. And now they are basically stifled again in terms of the economy. They don't want to buy right now because they want to buy into the next round. And it kind of changes the whole economical state and straits of this game.
Now it seems like they're going for a B and A split. Now this typically happens when you're trying to fake B to cause the defending team to overly rotate, and then the bomb or the spike gets planted in A, sort of like in a ninja way, right? So they're gonna try to bait utilities on B before they push the A site.
Yeah, and here comes Dodge this as well as the Cypher Sofola. Just basically lurking to see if anyone's gonna push on in. Looking for a little bit of bait, as Mr. Vimla has been stating, using the bomb bot there to try and say, hey, we're here, we're now, and we are ready to go onto your B sites.
But they're not really overly rotating.
Yeah, he's hesitating. He feels like something is amiss. Dodge this. Now looking to stay into that side, trying to see what's going on. Molly tossed still by the Brimstone. She's going to be into play as well. And it's time to get into Heaven. They're going to be going for the surprise, but Sambrex with a quicker gun and with stronger firepower, he's able to get that first kill.
Oh, Chuck Dart.
A Chuck Dart.
A
Chuck Dart.
Even getting a headshot accordingly. So well played there by the attacking side. They get rid of 2 immediately, and even though they don't have the firepower on their end, they are able to get the push, and they are able to just rotate so well. Now they are going to try to defend this with 4 members, and I feel like they can just properly set on up in a way that they can flank and cover all angles of attack.
Here.
Now it seems that I don't know. It's gonna go either way.
Get a better
Sort of a
gun,
stalemate
Shabel.
right now. People are playing it slow. They only have about 12 seconds left. So they gotta move
It is
fast.
interesting. Like, I think they took too long. It's gonna be time to run away, and they just gave it. From a gibby.
Exactly.
From
Like, I was
from
sort of
a gibby
confused.
run. That's interesting. And Sebs, oh no, poor Sebs. Now I just wanna notice that they were given a free round, honestly, by Team X earlier on, and Shabog just kind of gave it back. It's like, hey, you guys would win that round.
I'm confused.
We owe you. We owe you. Here, have your round.
Maybe it's just sort of a handshake. So we'll see. Maybe.
Not if you're like
16.
11-4. Hello.
Yeah, they can't afford those losses, but it seems like they're just a little afraid to lose their guns, and it hurts them. This is a mental game you were talking about earlier on, Vim, and it seems like it's affecting the Sabot side quite a lot. And now Dodge this with the fear instilled. That is the first frag onto Jay Supreme. He's finally getting the entry frag that his team needs of him, and using the recon bot as well to try and scare things off on A side.
Now, we were talking about the op earlier on defense, trying to stifle movement on the attacking team. Conversely, if you're on the attacking team with an op, you're trying to get those impact frags and open a push opportunity. And Dodge was able to do that. Now they're going to go for B, 4v5. Wall bang!
Side's really struggling to get those close kills. It seems like it's not the moment right now, but CMS does get the kill onto Shabel. Here comes the high ground being taken by the attacking side as well. Almost right though into the middle, and that is Strafola getting out of harm's way. Very close. 3 versus 2 right now. Patience thrown over to be back, but CMS is waiting for something to happen. To be dropping on down into Molly. Very dangerous. Big expose there. BTAT able to get the kill. Though with the counter. Here comes the Satchel charge, but so difficult to control that gun. And now at this match point here for Team XA, they are completely on fire in this set.
Here's the thing. If he didn't fly through that satchel, I think he would have had a better chance. That was a flashy move that I feel was a bit unnecessary.
That's
and
something
a lot
you
of
have
race
to
players
do.
tend to do that.
Yeah, race has to do it. You know, it's a Junkrat thing. It's a Junkrat thing.
Yeah, I know.
can't go wrong with it sometimes, but if you're taking too long in the air, it's very, very easy to note where you're gonna be landing, how you're gonna be landing, and the like. Like if he went for the box itself, I would still understand, but just jumping like that, you're a free target. And now Team X,
My ultimate
1 point away from victory.
1 point away from victory, and it looks like it's gonna be an A push.
Revealing
Like they're gonna full on rush it. Dodge with his sight recon.
Found them.
He immediately knows that there's only 2 people defending A. Will they
he's
be
gonna
able
be
to
open.
get shut down?
No,
And
Sabrix
it
does
appears they
it.
were unprepared for that. Yeah.
Ridiculous crossfire, honestly, from the Omen and the Brimstone. I love the aggression immediately from Team Shabog. It is exactly what they need to shut down someone like Dodge this. And now 5v2. The full on the round. Will get surprised, but does get the headshot off Zabrix. Here goes the counter kick. The good trade there from DSAT. Counter kill right now from Sebs. But this is looking really, really dire. It might be enough for Shabel to get that final blow.
What I think what happened there was that they got too excited in knowing the fact that there are only 2 people on site, and they were like, go, 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 go. Well, the problem is they pushed before the smokes actually popped in, you know?
It's all about timing.
It was really awkward. Really, really
It's all
awkward
about timing.
how Dodge just showed up out of nowhere. And he was like, where do I look? Where do I look at that? He just dies. He just dies, basically.
Yeah. So you gotta be careful about
someone
timing
get
smokes.
this?
It's
Thank
all
you.
about that.
12-5 though, still the scoreline, and this is gonna be Team Exit right now, looking to make sure that he can just finalize things on its head. Still an operator here for Dodge, but Zambrix, he's been having the hot hand as well for his team. As TMS going down immediately, Wall now getting
Smoke's
raised.
down.
Seems like it's gonna be time for
You
the
will not
resurrection.
kill my
And
allies.
here comes the res. Orbital strike though in command, in response. Not gonna do it. Really, really surprised that didn't happen.
They seem to be playing it a bit slow now, which I think is a good decision. You know, the rushes haven't been working for them so far, and they're trying a different strategy, trying to go for mid control most likely. Dodge attempting to get a pick mid lane with that. Oh, and orbital strike stifles their push.
Yeah, orbital strike finally coming from the Brimstone.
Dodge
Dodge
does
is-
manage to get a really big pick on that Omen.
Yeah, Jason going down immediately. Here comes the showstopper though, and the rocket gonna connect DSAT. Getting the catch onto the Sova. Now, this does put our
I know
attacking side
exactly
in a
where you
situation they
are.
want to go for the rotate. Instead, Cypher upload gonna be into play as well. That's gonna be the neural theft, getting the vision there and then. And it is Death Rogue basically staying on the B side, thinking that they're coming there, but it's already the X moving on to A, but DSAT up on top, catching us the Bola in the middle of the map.
Now you see that high ground advantage, which makes it, you know, a heavily CG-sided map. The attackers are always going to be below ground, and it's so much easier for you to fire on targets that are, you know, at lower level. I don't know,
What
for
a
some reason
headshot.
that's just
Satchel out.
how it works. What a headshot indeed.
Seb's also on the board. 2v1 right now, I believe. It is Shabel versus the Rays as well as the Sage. One with the operator, one with
They
the
have
one
two
tap
ups?
rifle.
Oh, okay.
That's Vandal. Therefore,
Vandal and
for the
Anon.
Rays and A-Main, I love this here. It's gonna be really dangerous. It's gonna be basically a sacrificial lamb, but Sebs is buying time, making sure that this fight is gonna blow on up, and there is no time like the present here and now. And Team X, even though they missed the shot, it is gonna be the fight gonna be exploding here, and it is a victory to start things off for Team X. One map away from taking that $400 prize pool. They are looking strong, especially on that split map.
Very, very strong indeed.
Well played.
Take a
Well
look at the
played there from Team X.
scoreboard. Well
It was
played,
good.
well played.
It was so decisive on the defense, and match details still processing. I guess we're not gonna get that. I guess we're not gonna get
Oh, there we
that.
go.
We're getting it. We're getting it.
CMS all the way up the top, 105 there.
34
But, you know, it's
bomb.
really useful.
Very interesting
34
stats,
bomb.
though.
Basically carrying his team, honestly. Low key
Holy
with
crap.
the carry there. Strafola did do a pretty solid job on staying on positive, but that was a CMS show. He was brought back to life even in the weirdest situations just because he was fragging out like crazy, and you would expect him to get an average of 3 kills just in terms of momentum. It
Sorry.
seems like his team is just setting things up in a way.
All right,
CMS, 34 bomb. Like, I have no words.
go back to cams.
Go back to cams.
Yeah, and well played there. CMS and Co. Team Exe with some really good executions here and there on their offense, but they do really need to be careful when they rush in like that. They have been punished not once but twice by them lining on up, and I feel like it's just a little too gung-ho in terms of how to really play into their strategies.
Yeah, they like doing that stinger rush. They've been boasting about it to me. They've been telling me that, you know, stinger, whatever.
What's the
But
next map?
I don't think it's a good strat, to be quite frank.
I think it's really counterable very quickly because of the range.
Yeah,
of
it's
the
like you're rushing
stinger
with
itself.
shotguns.
It kind of is. It kind of truly is. And well, that was that game though. It really was just basically how defensive the team of Exe was, how strong they were on their defense side, and that's pretty much all thanks to CMS. He is able to punish anyone that pushes in. Really good stalling from the rest of the crew, but it really feels like they're the sporting cast right now for that game, and it is just basically CMS getting this cape on and swooping in to save the day.
Yeah, definitely MVP of that round is CMS, but you know that doesn't mean that the entire team did not have a significant contribution. Just because you don't have frags doesn't mean you don't have impact in the game.
Doesn't the Soviet keep telling you that? It's like, hey, you know, if you suck at shooting right now, you can buy me a gun.
Yeah.
Isn't that how that's how he says that basically? And well, that is already the first game done and dusted. It took a while to get it started, but it seems like for Team Exe, they are just on point already. Now,
What was
our
the score?
next map,
13
I
to 4,
believe-
right? Is that correct?
The 13-34, I think. Yeah, I
13
think
to
that's
4,
the
yeah.
score line. And I also think our next map will be Haven.
Haven,
correct?
yeah. It's gonna be Haven.
Okay.
Haven and
We got Bind left also.
Bind
That would be
is
map
the
number 3.
last map, yeah.
We don't got choices. We only got choices. Like, this is the only things we got left, guys.
We're
This is
forced
all
to
we
do
have.
a best of 3.
No, we'll do a best of 7. Let's go.
Let's do a best of
Yeah.
7 and repeat all the maps like 7
You do
times. How
you
about that?
do 2 maps. You do 2 of the maps. You do all 3 maps twice, and then you do 1 map 3 times. Basically, that's how it goes.
it's gonna be
That's gonna be fun.
Exe
It's gonna
on
be fun.
attack and Team Shabog on defend.
Yeah, so sides gonna get swapped, and I do believe they are still sticking on with their sub. This kind of hurts Team Shabog. I really feel like if they don't whip out the composition that they were able to bring out on the semifinals, this might really hurt them because it's the same kind of story. They played a tactical outlook. They played Ultra Smokes, and it didn't really pan out compared to just how practiced and how well executive Team Exe is.
Yeah, I mean a well-timed smoke, 3 of them from Brimstone is enough to make that opening. For
Is
the push.
it gonna be a factor that Ryojin is not playing
I
for Team
believe
Shabog
so.
right now?
Oh, it
I
is.
believe
It
so.
is.
Yeah,
If they
for
had
sure.
him for the first 2 days, it is a big deal that you don't have your main guy on your final roster. It doesn't matter who subbed out actually. If one
Yeah.
of the 5 that have been playing through the weekend are gone, it will make the whole experience a lot different.
That's true.
And we know both sides have been practicing a lot, and that just completely throws them off. So hopefully he gets on soon.
I'm not sure if he's gonna get on this game. I see that Death Rogue still on Team Shabog's roster.
Yeah,
Let's see.
it truly is unfortunate. That's all I gotta say about this. It's quite unfortunate that they don't have their usual guy ready to go because it does hurt the composition that they like to run. And it seems like for that rogue, even he's just thrust into a situation that he's not really expecting, honestly. But hey, this looks really good for Team X in a way because they do take a little bit of the advantage with the roster issues on the other side, even with their own latency issues. Tit for tat sometimes. It's interesting how it goes, but it really will boil down to how well these 2 teams are going to be playing this game.
People
And
are
we going to
restarting.
see a
Yeah,
true
people
test
are
of
restarting right
coordination.
now.
All right, we're gonna see a true test of coordination in Haven because in both the attacking side and defending side, it's very, I'd say complex compared to the other 2 maps because there are 3 bomb sites. You're spread very thin across the map. Yeah, so it should be very interesting.
You know, all I want to say about Team Exit, I think for them the motto is ping is just a state of mind. It's not about
Ping is a state of mind.
Ping is a state of mind, and you just gotta have a very, very empirical approach to it. Just be like, hey, we're good. Doesn't matter what my ping is. We are gonna click those heads. We are gonna be in proper spot. We are gonna react in time. We're gonna react more than in time. We are gonna think forward. We are gonna project ourselves into the future and be like, I'm gonna shoot right now. And as soon as the bullet comes, it's exactly when the opponent does get into that line of sight. So that is just basically for Team Exit, the true test there. On the other side for Shabog, they do have to prove that they are up to the task. After that first map, they kind of look very, very lost in a way, especially on the attacking side. So here on Haven, they have more options, but will they have a better outlook and a better strategy?
They are starting as defenders right now. Let's go back to the stream, and defending right now is Team Shabog. The one thing about defending Haven right now, they really need operators with intel like Sova and Cypher, and I don't see it happening on Team Shabog, so they're gonna have a hard time, just like the last time, defending
Again,
this map.
this is the map with 3 sites, a very large map. I think, or at least it makes it look like a large map. So you definitely need some info agents.
Yeah, that's true. And I've noticed though from Team Shabog, you spoke of the operator, and they don't really have a dedicated operator player, don't they? It feels like they are mostly riflers, and it's like, hey, we got an op, why not use it? But on the other side, for Dodges and Co, well, you got Dodge playing that op pretty much exclusively. He brings in a little bit of different flavor, as CMS is just basically destroying every single person with his Vandal. And we'll see right now, because in Haven, the thing to note is it is very, very versatile in terms of picking what site you go on, but 2 out of those 3 are very long range centric. B and C. Gonna be covered by Vandals, gonna be covered by operators. A long, of course, is a very ambitious and aggressive peak for the defense, but that's the long corridor you're looking for at A sites. So in terms of their basic comforts, I wouldn't be surprised if there's gonna be a full A dedication here on the attacking side for Team Shabog later on. For the defense right now, it really will depend on what their staying power is to try and fend off the upcoming XA onslaught.
You are correct there. 2 out of 3 lanes are very, very long range centric. And I don't know, when I play this map and I push C or A, I expect to get killed by an op. Unless some of your teammates try to contest that op or maybe do a 50-50 trade with another op. So it's important to have an opper on your team.
That's true. Especially on Haven. Like, it's ridiculous how you can cover C, A, or B. It is just such big impositions and big notices. It's a big warning sign. It's one of those alerts you see in stealth games. It's like you get spotted by the op, it's an instant alert, and it's instant shot. It's hardcore mode here and now here in Valorant, and it is gonna be hardcore mode for Team Shabog as well. They lose this round, they lose the match, they lose the prize pool in front of them, and Team Exit will run along home with the $400 up for grabs here in the TK Cup. Big shoutouts, of course, to every single person who has contributed. Big shoutouts to every single person who has tuned on in and participated as well. And we couldn't have done this without you guys. We really, really appreciate it. But we are going to be getting into Haven in just a bit.
Everyone on chat right now, you gotta root for Team Shabog to make this even, because you know we want a good finals right now. We don't want a two. I'm nothing against Team Exit, but I want them to actually pick up the pace and win this map right now.
Let's go.
They gotta do it.
Let's go.
Oh, let me just switch it around. Right now, we have 1 score for Team Exit here. Okay, we good.
I'm really interested to figure out from these players, from these teams, is how much the preparation time kind of helped or hurt them. Now, on the side of Team Shabog, it's a big asterisk because they don't have their 5th player, basically. Any kind of preparation that they did is kind of null and void to a degree. But on the other side, for Team Exit, I do believe that they have been able to round up their game just a little bit from the semifinals. It was very, very close in the semifinals for both series, and that was really just the tail of the tape, and it's the best that the TK Cup has to offer. And with the preparation, I think, for Team Exit, they are refined, a lot more refined, and are more dominant to a point that I wouldn't be surprised if they take this Haven map and make this finals a 2-0.
I totally agree with you there. In my opinion, they are even stronger on the Haven map compared to Split. I think, judging from their past scrim matches, they're weakest on Split, to be quite frank.
That's true, and it's interesting that that was the first pick there. It seems like they let it happen, but here we go with the 1-for-1 trade immediately. Seems like didn't have all the action in the world. It is a little difficult to hold on to see, and you can really see the spike lines being a struggle overall for the offensive side. These Astros kind of getting this on 5 PH. Gonna be crossfire there. CMS still frag out, 3 frags on the board, and he is 1 versus the world again. Here we go with Pain Shells getting coverage, and that's beautifully done, but Killazan in behind, Shabelle with a backstab. The numbers finally going in favor of Team Shabelle there, but that was really smart from that raise.
I like how
Very
they
nice.
played the smoke and waited for everyone to rotate, and all retakes should be like that. You don't want to be the hero trying to tap heads early on, but it's relative to what your play style is. But I think that kind of helped them win that round right there because they really waited.
Definitely a good retake, and it's very big to win that first round because the momentum swings in your favor. You want to keep that up.
Yeah, look at the defense though. Pay attention to what Shabelle has. They have finally gotten the second duelist on the board. So it's a Phoenix and the race together. They don't have their sneaky peeky ultra aggressive jet, so they are staying on the Viper there for that rogue. But at the same time, at least there's more firepower left now. Big wall though to get in the way. Dodges and Co have to run on away, and this 8 was immediately stifled by Team Shabelle.
Very good rotation there. Very quick response from that Sage. In Haven, Sage is probably the most important agent on the team.
You can even say that about any map. On any map, honestly.
Any map, arguably.
Number 1, Sage is there for a reason, though, of them being tossed to force that rogue away from the window there by double door. In the meantime, though, DSAT right now set up with the stim beacon, and it seems like for the defense they are going to be looking to pick the corner and make sure that they get rid of anyone trying to be ambitious on that angle. They already take care of CMS immediately. Here on the rest of the Team C though, on the C side rather, it's that rogue DSAT on the board yet again, and this is really interesting. They've stayed on pistols, really economical approach right now for the defense, and it works out in their favor. They get rid of absolutely everyone.
Clean!
Very
approach.
Flawless.
Clean retake!
It's
my
ridiculous.
god!
That was Team Shabelle has woken up, and this is gonna be a beast unleashed.
Shit!
Second round without buying. That is just ambition right there. That pans out in their favor. And right now they are just pretty much sitting pretty with a big number of money in behind their bumps.
Again, that's something you do when you feel confident about your defense. And it worked out flawlessly for them. Although the third round usually dictates the pace of the entire mid game. So let's see how it works.
Thing is though, the defensive side, since they fully saved on the second round as well, I do feel that they will have not just full buys but also all the tools of the trade to try and win back forward if need be. So it really is do or die time here and now for Team Exit. If they lose this, they're going to be in a bigger hole than they are. So you usually expect to be down like down 3-0, you get down 4-0. I feel like it's gonna go up all the way to 5 or 6 because of that second round already. The lose streak might help the attacking side that's now in figuring things out. Wall now set up, and well, Team Shabelle is completely on fire right now, and they're looking to hold the line and play very defensively, even with 2 duelists on the board.
I love how they're expecting these pushes. I love how they're rotating. They're stacking sites accordingly. Almost as if predicting the movement of the enemy team.
Cyan, though, not turning it right way. CMS will get the counter frag. In the meantime, though, it's going to be the rest of the crew of Team Shabelle rotating to A site, anticipating the upcoming action. But for Team X, they're pretty happy to be able to place the spike there. Gives a little money along the way. And it's a rotation right here, right now, on Heaven, on to CT. Except planting that spike to get back to A shorts. Oh no, Killzando with a kill.
Satchel out. Satchel out.
That right now blowing up that wall. Here comes the raise, making sure that the angle is covered. And he's going to be fragged. So here right now, Strapola trying to hold the line. Will go down. He's going to get another kill on the board. And Darkstis gets outside by that rogue. Well played there. They get the operator as well.
Oh my god.
Now that's the thing. When you're trying to take a site and you rely on a Sage wall like that, but you have an enemy raise, right, on the defending side, it's so easy to use the satchels to break that wall, and basically you become vulnerable from the defending team.
No more
That's
wall.
exactly what happened there.
No more wall.
2 satchels, 2 seconds, it's gone.
The
Like I said,
retake
what
of
price?
Shabog is I am impressed on how they're doing their retakes. They are clearing those attackers one by one as a team. As a
They've
team.
upped the ante.
Yeah,
They with the
definitely.
second duelist on the board, they are playing a lot more aggressive. They're playing a lot more decisive, and they're playing with such speed that allows them to really get more value along the way. Now, I think to note though, I feel like for the attacking side, they're not punishing the double duelist comp. They're not really focusing heavily to go for the aggression. They're not really trying to push the lines, the limits of the lack of utility, basically, with having 2 duelists instead of just 1. And it works out in favor of the defensive side because they can kind of play aggressive. They can kind of play into a more familiar state that allows them to just trade frags instead of playing a tactical game. So right now, the Blonde game is at muscle. Here we go though with the showstopper immediately. And who will be the target here? And now on the C side we go again. Seems like the rocket launcher connecting onto the team. Here comes the
Oh my
operator, as well as the Spectre getting again. 3 kills, make that 4. Sabrix is on fire, and it's a flawless victory again.
What is going on?
Oh my god!
Sambrix. Was he jumping when he hit that headshot?
Yeah, I think so too. Oh my god, sorry, I wasn't paying attention.
I think he hopped onto the thing in time, but for anyone who has higher ping, that looked like a jumping operator shot. Not gonna lie, because I believe he has one of the best pings into the lobby. If please correct me if I am wrong, but just basically his movement completely on points. He hops onto the crate in time. He is able to get the headshot. He gets the scope in to get the headshot. It's absolutely ridiculous there how he did that. No, really, CMS will go down. And this is exactly what I'm talking about. That second round save, turning it not just a 3 map momentum, not just a 4. We are going all the way, and they are looking for a 5th, looking for a 6th. They got the resurrection out immediately, and this is such good economy here for Zampex and Co.
Smoke's down.
We will see if that res was worth. I'm trying to think. Can you pull up the weaponry, TK? Like, I want to see what everyone bought.
This is a buy round. This is a buy round for the attack, and that's why they got for the res. If they didn't go for a buy here and now, they wouldn't have done that whatsoever. But they do have a Guardian on the board for Cyan Operator again for Dodge this year, and now trying to hold this angle. Is there actually anyone there? They already got the frag onto the Phoenix going for the overcommitment, and I love the adjustment there from Team X. They anticipate the A-long rotation and the A-long push, and then it leads to a 5-man execution immediately. Cyan pushing forward. Here comes Team X right now, finally getting the frags that they need. And with just the less pressure and the slower pace, this helps out the attacking side of the way to just play the utility game. And there you go, all 5 going down, all 5 surviving after the resurrection. And Team Exit playing such a good defensive game on their attack, such a good way to peel off the Phoenix that allowed them to take that round very decisively.
Oh,
And that was the momentum break they definitely needed. And
Spike's here.
It's basically the spike is at base. Hello.
guys.
They're probably gonna leave it there and maybe do a rotate later. But no, they pick it up. They probably forgot.
Who needs a spike?
Who needs a spike?
Frag, man?
Who needs a spike?
Just
Just frag out.
Let's go for the kills. Just go for the kills and get things done.
Team deathmatch.
That's true. And you'll see a scoreboard suddenly. You see people spawning here and there everywhere, and suddenly you can just run double shotgun with your hands and run around the map, that kind of thing. But
It's a
this is
small
that kind of game.
corner there.
Yeah, it is Dodge this though, looking to look at that left side, very scared because of the brimstone earlier on. And well, it seems like it's either going to be a B or C push, and they're looking to bait out the Phoenix to pushing into A again before they decide where to rotate.
It's like they're not trying to go for an A fake that much. As of now, they might go head on straight into B.
It
Or
seems
just
like
quickly
it's-
rotate to C. Yeah.
It seems like it's like an A anticipation. It's an A anticipation if you would
No
say,
more
could
charges
say
left.
please don't kill me right through that one. But so Full is staying on the left hand side. We got basically everyone else holding on to double door. And in terms of the positioning here for the defense, at least the stifling that spike from really pushing on forward, because Team X is not the type of team who will just take the risk and run on it compared to Team Shabog.
Okay.
Sending child.
Here's the part of the game that
child.
things tend to slow down quite a bit. And when they stop rushing A or rushing C long, I tend to wall garage a lot. Because if you deny them garage control, it's really hard for them to push.
I agree with that intense, but again, also just half the site there, and then that's good shot though from Killzone against Pola in the meantime with the counter kill. Here comes the rotate from Double Door. DSAT will get the kill. And exactly as you say, if there is no wall, there's no protection onto the Double Door. It's a very quick rotate, and on B side, honestly, the back turn, the back stab is the most potent tool of trade.
Someone has to put a flank watch for an attack, but they were really underhanded because two people have already died from the ult, the double ult from the Raze and the Brimstone. So yeah, that was a good defense for Team Shabog right there.
Shabog is on fire, and this is really just that momentum, that economy, allowing them to basically be full stock to such a great degree. Now, if you guys don't really remember your patch notes, the maximum money right now is 9,000 instead of 12, and they are basically looking to play around that range on the defense for a long time. Anyway though, it's an operator here now for Zambrex. He has been on point with his shots all throughout. He's looking to face off against Dodge, but it seems like sightlines aren't really in order so far onto this game. Sticky Peaky, my name is Dodge this. A side right now for the Sova. Looking to get a peek or two. And it seems like he thinks this is going to be looking clear. He might go for the recon bolt itself and then get peeked out by the Phoenix. But people setting up for A. It seems like the attack has made their decision. Anyway though, we're looking to get into the action here again. 2 for 1 trade so far. And we're getting a lot of value along the way.
I know exactly
that boom bot finally gonna be there, and here's the Neural Theft to get the issue, to get the insult, and spiking up planted by the attacking side of the ball.
Oh, okay. Oh!
Viper spit for no obvious reason. CMS just going for the blind shots, and now we'll pop that showstopper, throwing it into the poison. And I don't think that's the best call again. Just the Viper spit is such an awkward ability sometimes when used in a really weird way. It basically hurt his team by a little bit, even though it's a really potent smoke. It basically drains your HP, and as soon as you pop out, that's a firing range waiting to happen. And yeah, with the less HP, that's less bullets coming onto you to get that takedown. Death Row trying to set something up, but the only thing he knocks down is himself and the rest of his crew. As finally, it's another bag on the board for Team X. They're trying to go for the comeback, and they want to try and even things up before the round swaps sides.
What I mentioned about the Viper spit too, yeah, it does hurt your teammates, and sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't. It's just that CMS official sprayed that CT entrance right there and got 2 really easy because of most likely the Viper spit.
Also less HP as we were saying, and then there's just one path. If you go for the Viper spit, you're probably gonna run on in that way anyway. CMS kind of getting lucky in a way, but at the same time anticipating the right call. The probability was there at the high marker, and he was able to get some value along the way. So now it does a little bit of split action again here for the attacking side. Seems like looking to take control of A first and foremost is their objective. Get an entry frag there, and look to the side of what point they go on instead.
My bad, guys. I had some connectivity issues, but I am back into the action.
We're back.
So yeah, see long here, Dodge. Again with that Cypher camera onto Double Door, so it seems like the attacking side of Team X will get the information that they're seeking out, and now they just have to decide if they are going to push on to A as per usual.
Oh.
Going for the shots there, and then is
trying to pre-fire on top of that wall.
Yeah, there you go. And they're really just looking to make sure that they have the angles. But Zambrix, with the first kill, takes care of CMS. Goodbye to Raze. A little momentum side though, peeking on forward. Dead Rogue in the meantime surviving the onslaught against Trafola. And the defense having the numbers advantage so far.
You will not kill my allies!
There's just tremendous impact from Zambrix right now with
Zambrix in general is just absolutely tremendous. From the first game to the second, really making sure that this team is very raring. And something to note, honestly, from the first game, it was really CMS at the hand, but everyone else was on the red-hand side. Dodge System finally gets the operator to connect onto Supreme. In the meantime, here goes Spiking. Glad at last moments. Say what you will about Team X, but you can really say that when they go and get stuff, they're at least able to clutch it out in terms of the objective.
Satchel out.
It's 3v4 right now, and they managed to get the plant with just 8 seconds left. They're looking very low on HP. Cyan goes down, Dodge with a sliver of health, gets healed, however. He's planted for a long Dodge against the world.
Can happen, Dodge this. Does get the wall bang. Good peek there from D-Set. As soon as the shot comes, he knows that there is that wind-up time. And well played there by the defense. 6-2 right now, our score line. Very, very different story coming into the second map.
They couldn't have played that better. I mean, when you're up against an op and the bomb's planted for long, all you got to do is rush that up because he can't shoot all 3 of you at once.
Exactly. And then that's what I wanted to talk about. The post plant of Team Exe was not really what I expected. I expected them to be inside of site, supporting that op for that clutch at the end. You don't want the op dealing with 3 players at the end of the retake though. So yeah, you gotta thin it out for him.
It was a big factor. It really was just the time bank hurting them there. The rotation didn't allow them to get back in position because already such good anticipation there from Shabog and crew. But by this point in time, they're going to split themselves up a double door. Hunter's Fury though, trying to play that intel game and looking to play it into usual angles there. And then Zabrix right now, peeking onto B still. And it really is the operator that will go in favor of him. So
Zabrix once again absolutely relentless on that defense. Alright, 3v5. This is impossible. They cannot do anything in this round.
They cannot fight Zabrix by this point. If he's this hot, they have to respect him. It really feels like they're just throwing more coal into the sauna and making it way too hotter. And yes.
He's in the zone. He is in the zone right now. 100%.
Admittedly, when I find myself in a situation like this in a game, I do not know how to counterplay an opper that's on fire, that's watching all lanes.
Ace fearless.
It's just I'm just scared to do anything.
In the zone right now.
The best thing you can really do against an operator like that has to be you play the utility game and be decisive. You cannot just be like hanging on back, playing it slow, because if the operator gets a track on you, that is just one shot to remember and one shot to say goodbye. So I'd love to see this here from Team X, even though they are on the pistol round. Again, they're going to be playing that deep one. They are going to be looking to push forward. They're going to go through that double door and grabs you in there. Just goes by the armor strike, and goodbye to Dodge is caught out in the open immediately in that garage. It seems like it goes to the circuit system, taking care of this over there, and then at Seaside now being taken here, and now Side gets the headshot onto that rogue.
Molly!
Awesome. By Zabrix, making sure that he can get a little bit of that fire damage on the board. Bomb out planted on the usual side. Very, very close, honestly, with that pretty in-depth volley. But Eastat gets 2 with that boombot. Ridiculous stuff with the Brady's, making sure that
there's so many walls.
Oh!
It's a wall versus the pistol. And the is giving chase. Killazan and Zabrix get no takedowns. And then we'll go for a defuse as well. 8-2 now, our score line. And this is very, very desperate right now for the attacking side. Oh! J Supreme?
J Supreme?
Why?
J Supreme?
Why? The half
The question is why not?
The half isn't over yet. That's why not. And you're playing for $400. That's why not.
Good point.
I think we got.
No, they're maxed. They're maxed. They're stacked right now. They have so much money. They can play around. To each his own. I think that's how they relieve pressure right now. They were pressured last match, and they have a commanding lead right now. I think they're enjoying themselves.
8-2. Such a big score line here.
Looking very grim for Team Exit.
Bottom of the night kind of thing. It really is hurting Team Exit right now. And they need to execute in a similar way as before. It seems like it has changed just a little bit. Even with the map, they kind of struggled as well to a degree. Really playing some close games. It seems like they didn't have a lot of pocket shots that were able to practice along the way. Good show though. Already from the attacking side, they concentrate onto A-Long, play the little more classic, and it works out in their favor. CMS fragging out D-Set now onto the high ground, waiting for it, making sure that someone is going to go for the sneaky peek through long. And maybe, just maybe, a rotate going to be in order again here for Team X. Trying to use their brains quite a lot here.
Ooh, this is sneaky. I love this. I love this. What they're doing right here.
Sneaky. The double fake. Oh my god.
Oh my god, they actually sold it.
Lord.
I think they sold it.
Yeah.
Just it says like, hey, we're gonna go to B, we're gonna go to C, and sneaky peeky. My name is Cheeky Breaky. Gonna be going over to that A site yet again with a potential spike being planted here, and now Bicep set up now. Gonna be on the board. We've seen that Sage run to A short multiple times, and there were times, of course, that she was getting shot in behind, but not this time. Dodge is watching over A long, and this is gonna be a little bit of struggle here for our defensive end.
Fire in the hole!
Showstopper right now.
Fire in the
Immediately
hole,
tossing that one up to the heaven, but really get to what value. CMS though, down below. That's gonna be a hell. Let's say here and now. And it really is just that raise and making sure that everyone's dropping down to the depths and succeed. Shots not keeping on coming. Showstopper right now on the other side. And it really is gonna be the raise versus the raise warfare being connected on by the rocket launchers. But beyond all of that, DSET has to run on the way. An attacking round going in favor of the attacking side, and Team Exe needing every little bit yet again.
Now, that was actually really interesting how CMS played that out, staying in hell and getting a 2K straight off that. Usually, the retakers check that corner first before anything else, but it worked out for him in that one.
He was holding a really aggressive peek there from hell towards people crossing from CT entrance, which is good. That's how you actually play it. You don't want to sit down and go one for one, you know.
I tend to usually sit deep in the corner and just get peeked and die.
It's called a one and done spot. It's a one and done spot. You want to
Truly is. But here we go again. BC, last angle that the attacking side gonna take. They do like to kind of try and change things up to a little bit. I do feel like the defensive side is anticipating that A rotation, but by this point in time, it's CMS playing the hero, the lower ranger here and now with a raise, hiding onto the A corner, while the rest of the team looking to find an opening made by the other members on other sides. And there you go, though. It is still going to be Zombrex on the board side, going down immediately to the operator. In the meantime, the rest of the crew on the attacking side pushing forward onto B.
I think he was getting information on the rotation. TMS official. This is a smart play by Team Exe. Now he pushes.
You will not kill my ally.
Now, sometimes this is what happens when you get a good upper on the defending side, and then it snowballs for the rest of the half. Your only hope of getting rid of that up is for you to get to the second half.
That's one way to go about things. The second one is to, of course, play your own operator. But as everyone has said, when you're too on fire, you are just gonna be a
You can't compete with it. You have no choice.
Alright, the orbital point as well as the vandals, and make sure that that is gonna be the corpse of the brimstone, all cooked up and ready to go. So that being set, Keeper of Skill is not coming on forward, and Chabelle getting that peek to get the connection inside on the board as well. Sai in the meantime, hiding it behind, looking to make sure that he will prevent this glad. And that Molotov actually pretty on point. Chabelle!
Tactical
the BM too.
Tactical crouch.
Just
right
checking
there.
the knees if we're still working. Okay, I see you, Chabelle. I see you.
Ankle breaker sometimes.
Whoa.
As of now, 9
Again,
to 3.
trash talk is encouraged.
That's allowed, actually. That is encouraged.
It's encouraged. Alright.
Swap sides. Yep, Team Shabog with a command lead. 9-3 our
Very
scoreline.
commanding.
They are really turning up and flipping the script by this point. It is just such a different dynamic right now here on Haven, and it really feels like this is just way in their element. If I remember correctly, this was the one of the clutch maps for them throughout the TK Cup, and well, now going into another pistol round, it's gonna be very interesting to see how their attack is gonna unfold against just basically defenders trying to figure out what the hell is going on.
Now, typically in high-level gameplay, and we are seeing high-level gameplay in the grand finals of the Tapang Cup.
Oh no!
It's possible that as I say high-level gameplay, it's possible to bounce back in the second half. Because sometimes you go 2-10, 1-11, and then you go 12-13. You know.
As you say, high-level gameplay. Jay Supreme just dying from that
I
faint
mean,
bomb.
it happens to the best of us.
When it's by your feet, there's no way to survive. And anyway, right now, it's gonna be 4v5, which kind of hurts the offense in a way, not just in terms of numbers, but basically on how much defenders are going to be committed on certain aspects of the map. Here we go, though, with the stage ult. He's not fighting that one. That's might be time to go for the plant, but CMS fragging out immediately does get to. Here comes the rest of Team XA looking to execute onto the side. CMS right now waiting for, wants to get that last kill. Gonna be in behind. Death Row will get that takedown. And where is the raise? Can he actually get the ace? Yes, he does. 5 kills on the board. The defense will shut things down.
CMS.
And it seems
Finding
like
his momentum finally.
anything is possible. Truly,
That's the
really
first ace on this finals, I believe. I'm not sure.
I think so.
It is.
It is the first.
He was
ace.
denied of the ace on the first
Yeah, and he got it in this map. Okay.
Now, I'm not gonna be surprised if this becomes like a, you know, like a 7-9 even, or I mean, yeah, 7-11, whatever. Like, it's very, very possible for things to switch up on the second half. It's happened to me many, many times in very high ranked queues.
And yeah, I feel like the defense is basically the angles, the positions, the plants that the rest of
no!
Fire though! With the jump! Well, it Sam's right now going for the goal yet again. Finally, Siren though will go down. But what a flurry of bullets there from the Brimstone, and DSAT has to run on away immediately because he has no chance to face off against 4.
This is what I was talking about before. They have the Sova, they have the Cypher. This is gonna be a solid defense for Team X, and they can only just make those plays. Just those rush plays is the only way to go. I believe, especially when you're running two duelist composition right now. So with the Viper,
yeah, I think a fake won't be effective on the attacking side because you have 2 info agents on the defending side, so they're gonna know if you're faking or not.
Yeah. And I just gotta say though that when you're playing against double intel by this point, there's no real point in hiding in a way if you do get spotted by the cameras, by the tripwires and the like. It's just, hey, we're here, so it's better to show on up and give the order to get as many kills as possible.
Exactly. You gotta just make those kills. And for everyone who's watching right now, I know that the scores are flipped. And we can't do anything about it. It's a beta thing. So for everyone's information, 9 points for Team Shabog and 5 wins for Team Exit. So
Still anybody's game right now, guys.
Yeah, Team Exit is going ham and getting those first 2 rounds on the board. And right now, they are going to be playing in a very, very tactical way. It's a 2-1-2 defense right here, right now. It seems like it really are going to have that raise on the inside of Double Door. And I like that because the paint cells can really get some value. Sage, of course, going to be on immediately. And Jason will get on the TMS in behind. Gets 2 in close quarters. Good effective play there from the raise. Yet again, really getting value so far into this tournament. Here comes the showstopper. CMS anticipating the rotation. It's not gonna happen. Doesn't get the kill in time. Well.
Was going ham on all those utilities. Man, there's so much you can do with Raze. Now that I realize and watch CMS.
I think it's also a comfort pick there for CMS. He likes to play that Raze, even though it's just all about the damage to basically either some rotations here and there.
Oh my god, that flick!
Nice flick.
What flick? You're thinking of the tripwire. That's the style point there. It's like, hey, +1, give me a tripwire. Just make myself look cool. I'll bring someone along here.
Death throw.
Good
for 2. Good for 2.
Finally gets the trade-off back. But, you know, it's a buy-one, take-one there that the defensive side has to react to. They basically have to go all the way to shut something down.
No smoke.
Yeah, not having too much
Scuffle.
there.
Scuffle. That is a scuffle.
Gap in the wall.
That's a scuffle right there. Not the best wall in the game.
Not the best wall and not the best opening, but Zambrix taking care of Cyan and dodged this one last time. It really goes to show when the side of the attack right now gonna be basically playing aggressor and playing to a way that Fort makes them swarm. It
Can I
seems
get a
like
drop?
their shells are way too soft against
Thanks.
fire, and collateral is absolutely huge on both fronts.
Now, what Zambrix did, he held a very powerful deep corner on A site. Now, typically, when you're trying to retake that site or trying to push in that site, and you have a Brimstone in your team, you pre-molly that deep corner in particular, and that really worked in their favor.
Just make sure that no one is there forced rotation. If they do choose to get their spawn, we're gonna die along the way. Anyway, though, you're already with a quick little push on to B, I believe.
Trying to get away. Trying to get
Sam's.
away.
There's no... Wait,
There's no getting away in the aim punch in this game.
there is no survival whatsoever. I'm messing up like completely missed this. With the best of the best to offer here from the team Top, it has to be the best of the best playing on. CMS though, gonna be going for frags. Jade Supreme with the counter. And who is left on the wrist? It's gonna be the two duelists versus the Brimstone. Cyan right now. So playing those tapes though. Here comes potentially trouble into the home front.
Now, 1v2 situation. And the judge works out. Goes with a gun switch, perhaps? Yes? Okay.
Might
here
need
we
it.
go.
Might need it out in the open. 1v1
He does
right
have ult. He does have ult. Yep.
We'll pop it immediately. Beautiful headshot there. Ultimate just to secure that victory. And White, no, not White as well, right? Well played.
Yeah, for sure.
He gotta run
played
that
the vision.
ult. It's like a second wind kind of deal, you know. It's behind the bomb side. It takes a while, I know, to get back to it, but you know, there is a chance that you will get caught. Especially if Cyan popped him off from that corner, but yeah, it works out for him.
When you're 2 rounds away from victory, you know, now it's not the time to hold back on your ults. Just go ahead and use it. Especially if your enemy team is far behind.
Coming from a Phoenix main, I would use that ult too on a 1v1.
That was perfect. That was perfect.
There you go. On to B we go. Time to try and go for the crack on. And kills on the rest of the crew. Looking to play into middle side yet again. Seems like though, it's a very, very straightforward push from Team Shabog. They really just want to play it simple. They want to impose. They want to destroy everyone protecting the sites. And for Team Exit, they need to be wary of the upcoming bodies hitting the floor. Because Day Supreme and Zappers on the board already. Guardians are going to be not into play because it's a passive rather. They take that as a takedown.
Dodge
Beautiful
popping off.
transition, though. Dodge is finally getting on the board with those kills. And in this instance, it's 11-5 still, though. Can this side actually make this happen?
They're going to be in a very, very tough spot. An even tougher spot if they don't take this round. They are in C side, which is prime time for Dodge's operator. We'll see what he can do in this round.
Yeah, the is a little iffy though, but we'll see how this is gonna work out for defense. Almost right now, gonna be in play. D-Sat really falling for time. Here comes the push, here comes the jump, here comes the sage, and Zems will be able to get one, but Nosh is trying to go for the peak. Zambrix with a shutdown yet again, and this guy is absolutely on fire. It's 12-5 right now. Match points here for Team Shabog.
How many kills does Zambrix has?
21, same as CMS official.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. It's just
It
too
looked
much.
like he had a lot more.
I kind of
He's just
felt
on,
like,
he's just on fire right
kind
now.
of felt
He's on
like,
fire.
yeah, he was doing all
Yeah,
the
but he had
work.
like a 30 bomber.
It feels like it, but he has been such a pillar of stability and a pillar of leadership right here, right now. And with the defensive side just basically gonna be on such a hold, they need to figure things out because this has been all of the attacks so far from the past 3 rounds. Well, Zambrix with this operator again.
Spike drop.
That's the operator here. Oh, gets hit by the bomb bot.
Yeah, the Boomba, basically. The bomb.
The child.
The bomb robotic.
What do people call it? The Roomba?
Yeah, the Roomba. Yeah, that's why some people call it the Boomba. Because it goes boom in the end. It's not store making difference. Zambrix has to get on the wing. Hunter's Fury though from Dodge is taking care of Killazan, and he was just hoping for that.
Welcome to my world.
Hyper's spitting in though. Be hurting them and forcing a little bit of that rotation.
Going with the judge.
Time already with the call to that throw. Dodge this with the judge hugging the corner. Well, seems like the spike hasn't been planted yet. A little awkward though for the attacking side, so they are going to be forced to go for the duel on the B side instead. comes to shove, the champions right now. 11 HP and Dream getting wall back right there. So low. One little breath. Gonna be enough to take care of the elderly. But hey, dodge this. We'll say goodbye to VSAT with the counter kill. Showstopper to get the shutdown, but Subs avoids it. And that could have been a fireworks display there from the attacking side, but well played there to the safe side, stepping in time. And that is gonna be another round being taken here. It seems like for Team XA, they are trying to survive as much as possible.
I've never seen Dodge use a judge before.
It says a lot about their economy, though.
It says a lot about their economy. It says a lot about their desperation right now.
It also just says a lot about what they're comfortable with and what they think that they can actually run. So after at least a kill there for Dodge, he goes back to the operator. Safola gonna be playing that Guardian right now. And we were talking about Safola last game, but this time he hasn't really been having the best time. It seems like the C push here from Double Dubis and the rest of it is really hurting whatever the Cypher wants to do. And already onto the side to go again for the Titan Squadron. So, such a big gun there.
Wow,
the Ares really getting some good fire. And what a fast take, what a fast push right now. Sion versus the world will get shut down. And Team Shabog ties things up 1-1. We are gonna go to map number 3, ladies and gentlemen. We are actually gonna do it. So we are actually gonna get into that kind of game.
And we are going to hop into game 3. It's gonna be an amazing finals. This is what we expected. And I don't know. It's anybody's
CMS
turn,
official and Sam Breaks doing work on that map 2. Close second to DSAT and J Supreme. We all know that Haven is going to be a good map for Team Shabog. If you remember correctly, in semifinals they were doing so much work on this map.
In Haven.
In Haven, specifically. And on to Bind for the next map.
Okay,
Camera's
Bind.
on. Camera's on.
Bind is really good for Team X.
Love Bind.
Bind is beautiful. Bind is going to be a really good time. And well, for Team X, they have shown a lot of domination throughout the tournament on that specific map. So this does go really good in favor of Team X. I can understand how the draft has unfolded to away. Their win condition basically has to win split. And now they are going to be looking to play into their home turf and defend the crown, defend the home, and make sure that the homestead is ready to go. So Bind has been a very impressive affair, as we have said. I think it was like a 13-2 and a 13-4 recently in terms of Team X's side.
Love that map. Bind is one of the most my favorite map in the whole game. I like how you can choose rotations, you can fake rotations. You just basically do a lot of things in Bind.
There's a lot of, like, I guess, open space. I guess you could say in a smaller package as opposed to Haven.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of deep corners. I mean, there are, as you know, because it's Valorant, but not as many as Split.
And there's TPs. TPs are big. TPs are really interesting. It's an option, and having that option.
Wait. Guys, I'm not sure if this is true, but Mick Otto in chat says June 2nd for Valorant C confirmed.
What? No way! Are you sure? No, stop.
Google.
No.
I don't know.
Stop.
Come on, chat. Don't
Stop,
play with
Mick
us
Otto.
here.
Stop.
Come on.
Stop.
Let me check Twitter right now.
Stop.
Let me check Twitter.
Stop. Mikoto, stop. Don't do this.
Check Twitter.
Are finally gonna get it's kind of late too, and yeah, well, it's interesting if that is gonna be the we were talking about it.
Is it true?
It's
true.
Oh my God! We have done
Yes!
it. We're finally alive.
Yes.
We're finally have a server.
Yes.
Oh my God!
Yes.
I'm so happy. I'm shaking right now.
Yes.
Yeah, June 2.
We got it.
Launching.
We got it, boys. All right.
Is it?
I'm so happy.
All right. That changes everything. Oh, Southeast Asia finals.
I don't think it's just no. It's I think it's the official release basically, right?
Yeah.
It
Yeah,
releases
it's
officially worldwide and ends. The closed beta ends on May 28th and officially releases on June 2 worldwide.
Shit.
Oh my God.
All right.
It's pretty ridiculous. Okay, guys, you already know what to do on June 2.
It's my brother's birthday on June 2. Sorry, bro.
Southeast Asia
Just-
tournament next.
That's the birthday gift right there, mate. That's the birthday gift right there. It's
Oh my
ridiculous.
God. I'm so happy. Oh my God.
I'm happy too, man.
How amazing is the timing that we're having the grand finals and then we have this amazing news. Awesome.
It's a wake call. It's like surprise. Here we go.
Yeah.
Can't believe that's happening.
We're waiting for another attackers. Is going to be Team Shabog. Oh wait, no, Team Exe, and defenders is going to be Team Shabog for our last map for the grand finals. Bind 1-1. Team Shabog and Team Exe showing us a great and awesome finals right now. Both stepping up. Both just blowing our minds. See, it's anyone's game. Predictions. What are your predictions?
Again, they have been very strong in bind. X has been very strong in bind. I know they're very confident in the map. But then again, who isn't confident in bind? I think bind is one of the... I mean, there are some complex things you can do with the portals, but it's a very straightforward map, I believe.
It really is. It has been Team X's home turf, and they are just so happy to take it to the limit there. Game number 3 on bind is gonna be a huge component, to say the least, for their success, and this will give them so many tools, so much confidence coming into this game number 3. But there's a big asterisk to all that, because Team Shabog has woken on up and showed up there on Haven. If they are able to replicate a performance like that, we might have an upset in our hands, because on Haven you can say they're pretty even. Here and now it is Team X's home turf, but as we've said, Team Shabog can actually pull this off.
And Team Exe has never changed their agent lineup since the beginning of the tournament, I believe, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, they're comfy with whatever they play.
They're comfy with what they have. Team Shabog has been rotating agents.
It's into the Twitter Valorant there, the official release actually coming. That makes me rethink a few plans here and there, but that's one thing that you can't say though about Valorant anymore. It's not a beta anymore, it's actually a real game. So hopefully these walls aren't plywood when it comes out.
It's still gonna be ball bangable. I'm not sure if they're ready to go open beta though. So let's see. Bugs come out. Let's let the bugs come out. That's fine. As long as I get fucking 70 ping at least, I'll be happy.
Let's go. 70 ping. Let's go.
Really good.
I hope I get like 40.
And here we go again, guys. Let's go into our final map of the night. On the red-hand side, on the attack, it's going to be Team Shabog running the same comp from before. It's the Viper instead of that Jet, though not going to be the triple duelist as we see from the semifinals. It's going to be Death Rogue still staying on, really bringing it for this team. In the meantime, they're on defense as Mr. Viminal saying that it is going to be the same composition all throughout, and the B side already getting swarmed by the attack side.
One thing you have to keep in mind when taking B side, B-Long has to push first before Hookah pushes onto it.
Yeah,
but everything goes on the pistol round. 50-50 trade.
And look at that quick. The attackers just dominate the action. Oh, okay.
Sorry, yeah. I kind of switched the screen. No, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Hey, we are all good in the hood, ladies and gentlemen, and seems like the hood has been brought along by Team Shabog. They have really brought in the next different flavor, especially J Supreme on that Phoenix. We've seen him dominate on the Omen, but when he brought out the Phoenix, it was a whole different flavor, and he is someone you can really rely on to get entry frag after entry frag. You run it back, a good tool as well when he gets it. And the first one taken there by Team Shabog. They're going to go into the second with SMGs this time instead of those pistols from Haven.
And typically on the second round, they just repeat what they do in the first round. There's nothing wrong with that. They expect the enemy to be an economic disadvantage, weapon disadvantage, and try what they did again.
Yeah, and CMS just basically going on in and saying, hey, please shoot me, and that they will oblige. Here comes J Supreme though, running on forward immediately onto the backside. This defense will be staying on, but this elbow rotation will be successful. Subs will go down immediately. Dodge is though going down to the hands of authority after the frag. There trades into smoke, trades onto the point, and it is just the Brimstone versus the world. The Hook gonna be basically the last place he can stay on. The Bucky not gonna help out whatsoever in an instant like this.
That's the thing. When you're defending B, take control of elbow. It's so important. If you lose control of elbow, it's pretty hard.
That's true. I can agree.
We're pretty close, honestly, between the Phoenix as well as the Sage, but the SNG giving a little more firepower in this regard. Now, here we go again. 2-0 advantage. It seems like everything falling apart for Team X so far, but this is the round that they can turn it up and say, hey, you're calling us way too early. You're saying, you're giving us these doom messages at the very start of the game, and no, we are going to prove you wrong. We are going to prove that we are here to stay and slay, and it is now time for the buy round to happen, but the B
Buy
side
round, let's go.
to be the siege area.
Now, everyone looking all good with their vandals. Let's go. Let's see what happens. Looks like it's gonna be a B take for the third time. We rarely see this. Usually on the third round, on the buy round, they usually play it a bit slower, but they're still rushing. Trying to take control of elbow once again. No contention on elbow.
And Zombrex gonna get rid of Sapola immediately. He
Out
has
of charge.
that advantage right now. Here goes Shotgun though, and CMS with the one tap again. He gets rid of Death Rogue along the way. That's a headshot connecting. Looking for another one. Another headshot right there, right then. Killzone will go down. And this is CMS holding on to the defuse. He trying to go for the fake, trying to go for the fake. Dodges with the rotate. I love how he's not playing the Phantom instead of the operator. He's not really been on fire. Semsto with the last bullet to get damage. It was very, very awkward. But the orbital strike buying time. Seems like those Sems will still be able to get that one, and I feel like if the Brimstone decided to shoot instead, he could have actually gotten the kill.
Exactly.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, I didn't hear the sound. I got scared. I literally blinked for a second, and I was like, "Oh, did he stop?"
He let go?
I was like, "What happened?" But no, Sebs gets it defused in time, and we are basically gonna see the squad of Team X at least bringing that one back on that third round.
Might be the start of a momentum shift.
Can
It
someone
usually happens on the buy round, on the third round.
I think he was
Can
going
someone
for
get
that
this tank?
ult because he thinks he was already defusing. I think that was the
Right,
idea
right.
behind that.
But he did, I'm not sure if CMS actually went for the fake there. So he thought he was already defusing, I think.
It does force basically a response. Because someone, pros don't fake, as they used to say. And
Yeah.
if you stick that and no one's peeking, then you win. It
Game
doesn't matter.
over.
Yeah, it's game over, man. Game over. As as those aliens come on through to the shower. Speaking of showers, it's DSATs. Gonna be holding on to that angle, looking for a brawl again. It's always a good 1v1 on shower. It really turns into who can actually get the edge card.
Oh, Cyan doing his classic play over there. We've seen this before.
I remember Cyan holding this angle.
Yeah.
Many
And it
games.
ends very, very badly for the attacking team.
Exactly.
Judge, jury, execution, as we said. Tiger out there by the young. Oh, and goodbye! And it's gonna be a different kind of approach here. The revenge of the judge instead of all those burns. Death Row, though, in the meantime, getting blown up immediately will get the kills. And it's gonna be a safe plant here, and now onto A site. They're gonna go for the smoke. They're gonna go for the spike. And this is looking really dire here for Team X because all over the point already, it's gonna be Team Shabog setting on up in behind the APC.
Fire in the hole!
Over the flank, Sebs. CMS with the ult does not connect.
Yeah. Oh my god, that's Phantom getting another kill. Strafol now versus the world. Might be deciding, hey, can I survive? Though gets peeked immediately as soon as the smoke dissipates, and Zambrex on the board, on the floor again, and it's just so potent right now from Team Shabog. We kinda just looked at them on split and said, what is this team really setting up for? And then on Haven, it's like, where does this team come from? Shabog, as we've said before, they are not looking Shabog whatsoever. They are quite on point with utter aggression.
And
I mean,
aggression
that was a
does
really
work.
big round. The Raze used her ult and did not connect. That was really big round for Team Shabog.
Hey, well. The defense right now forced an economic states, and this is going to be potential another gimme. But I do like how Team X is playing into the map. It really goes to show that they know how to play this map really, really well, with the Shorty Squadron basically on to the B short area. If they go through hookah, they'll get decimated. If they go through long, that's the right choice. And it's a econ round anyway. They're not really hoping for too much, but patience is a virtue. Patience is key, and sometimes you're anticipating the action, and we see the fake just get rid of one immediately.
You knew that situation?
The
They get
sad
overrun.
with the shutdown. And I think that's also a little bit of advantage there. We didn't see Strafola even go for the shot whatsoever. Here goes spiked up, being planted yet again. Smokes all about immediately. Well. On the high
I mean,
ground.
on paper, it's good. You're going for the crossfire and hookah, but it's a very textbook move and easily predictable by the attack.
And indeed, and I completely agree. And also is when you lose one, you anticipate that there's a second one there. A few players do just run on in, but if you know that the team is very tactical, then it's like no, there's no way this one guy is just staying here.
Pre-fire it. Just pre-fire.
And pre-fire, very smartly done. Yeah, that's pretty much it for this round. There is nothing gonna happen. Seb's holding on to the defenders for no real reason. Dodges this with his sliver HP. Is able to save the Bucky. At least. No, never mind. We'll get shot by the shin. And that is gonna be a flawless victim here for Team Shabog. Team X, they need to reset their whole mindset right now. They need to play into a way that they're familiar with because they are falling apart at the seams right now. With a 4-1 advantage for Team Shabog, they can actually run away with it on the attacking side.
It's interesting that Strafola is on the op and not Dodge. I'm just putting it out there.
Yeah, it seems like I know for a fact this is Strafola who usually picks that one up when Dodge dies from many of their other matches. So if Dodge is not feeling it, might as well let someone else take that mantle. So I do like how Dodge is playing the Phantom instead. If he's having latency issues, he can go for a shot there and then. It's a little bit more easy to control as well. And that we're gonna meantime with our Viper walls coming on through to A side. Moving on to short though, CMS will go down. Sebzo with the trade. And do we have a restriction order? Yes, it will be. So the defense gets a man advantage so far, but they also have a res on the other side, and it is the B side to try and dominate the numbers. There we go though with the tag. Strafola seeing in behind. Side though with the Guardian again, over and over again with the shots. We have seen him go for quick little taps there, and then side right now on the board. Killer's will go down to have to dodge this. Decent in the meantime with the counter kill, and Sebs with the wall bang will clean that one up. The defenders take that one after the resurrection is committed. Well played though to take the numbers back in their favor.
A lot of value from that res. CMS definitely a crucial part of their defense. You know, those paint shells really shut down a push. That worked out really well for them. Definitely a breath of fresh air for Exe.
I have a question about teleports. Some skills go through it, some skills don't.
Yeah.
So which one goes through it, which one doesn't?
For example, here on the defending side, Team X's side, you can slow orb through the teleporter. You can molly through the teleporter. You can paint shell through the teleporter and use the drone as well.
Yeah, but
All
like
I gotta say is,
I think a lot of skills go through it.
Phoenix doesn't. Phoenix skill doesn't go through
Phoenix
it.
probably not. Yeah.
The Blaze doesn't go through. Hot Hands. Hot Hands
I
doesn't
think
go through it.
most other skills do, but
Yeah.
maybe not Phoenix.
like most projectiles, it's kind of weird. It's kind of weird how it works sometimes. But basically, any ballistics, of course, are not gonna go on through. Most of the abilities that you have a little bit of control, then they're gonna go on through. It's a little tip for that, but it really is just the Phoenix. Like walls don't go through because they're walls to kind of make themselves there. But CMS will go the first factor to Jason being very
They're
dangerous.
getting open res. They get wall bang.
And then walls it. And then walls it.
Late wall.
That's awkward. They're probably talking about that right now. It's like,
Probably
really?
talking
Wall
about
first? Question mark?
That probably cost them the round. And the
No.
next round.
They still have the numbers right now, though. They are gonna get the 4v3 advantage. Here comes the Hunter's Fury, though. Pretty telegraph, and Deathrow gonna go for the push. I love the rotation there from the CT side, but Dodges, it does get two. Will get shot back in the gun. What a clutch! Never mind, erases the mistakes with that last shot.
Shabel.
I want to commend real quick Team X there for how they tried to protect Dodge. Because they knew someone was going to push him onto heaven, they were staying on CT side. Unfortunately though, well played there by Death Rogue. Really such an effective ringer right now. Getting those 2 kills and allowing Shabel to just basically get that last kill to just clutch it out and say to Jason Green, be like, nothing happened this round. We're good.
Yeah.
You're
right?
good. Don't forget about the wall. It never happened.
Forget about it. Forget about it. We won the
never
round.
happened.
That's all that matters.
We're all good to go, and well, you know, it's been a day of news, a day of finals, and a day of Valor to remember. But now it is 5-2 here in favor of Team Tapang, and this hurts Exton because they are winning rounds, sure, from time to time, but they are not really getting the economics that they do want. They're not getting the streaks, they're not getting those frags as much as they would like. And now Cyan again onto the Bucky this time. Doesn't have enough money for the judge. Has to hurt sometimes. And well, yeah, Team Exit.
That's
They
ping.
will lose 2 immediately. And that is just latency, and that is just skill going in favor of Team Shabog so far.
The Kiker's advantage.
Oh.
So Fold not looking
Uh-oh.
right way. A little surprised that there's a wall there, but there's also a little bit of a
there is a gap in the wall.
Oh no!
Almost gets killed Zambrix. The frenzy though, when you don't really hit all those shots, it's similar to the Singer in a way. It's not gonna really lead to a kill, especially if the opponent is in full armored state. 5-2 our scoreline, looking for 6. Sebs as well as Dodge, they're gonna be looking to pretend that they're the attackers instead, but they only have ghosts. They're pretending that this is round number 1, but they were already on to round number 8 by this point. And this is just gonna be a free plant and a half here for Team Shabog. They are gonna make big boom boom bye bye on 2 fights. And the Dodge is just standing there. It seems like maybe a DC. Also, this hurts. This hurts for X because they had such a good run so far into the tourney. They had such a good first map. And on to the second and the third, it is Team Shabong all the way taking another one under the belt.
Oh.
It appears that we are good to go. None of the members have disconnected so far.
Yeah,
Thanks for confirming that. No, I can't alt tab for the life of me.
Yeah, we're just making sure everything is a-okay there. And well. There's been an impressive effort so far from Team Shabong. Absolutely inspired. Even though they only have 2 out of the 3 duelists, they are playing it to a way that they know to play the aggression, to be the one with the fangs instead of the one grazing on that grass. It feels like it really is predator versus prey right now, and sometimes the prey can really get the outsmart, but when the predator gets their teeth sunk in, it is just exactly what Shabog is doing right now. But it is going to be an 8 push for the attacking side. We'll see it's going to be a success, as the previous rounds have been indicators for Team Shabog. There go the DOS. To make sure everything is
I'm getting
okay.
some audio issues.
Yeah, it's all. It seems like Cyan gonna be spraying onto the shower, and it is all the way onto the side. Dodge says no with the first frag immediately. J Supreme though with the counter kill, and it really is such a different endeavor here for Team X. Even though they get one kill, it feels like they're trading to immediately. The run attack onto the defense side. Everyone just running away from Phoenix. Almost like to take care of Cyan along the way. This is hurting Team X so bad because Shabong even taking their spawn away from them.
This is really hard, especially when you're dying to the Brimstone Orbital Strike. It should be an ult that be used for space and not really for your, getting kills. You're in dire straits if you die from that ult.
We get those. We take
We
those.
get those if
we
you,
take
if,
those.
if you get comboed by the slow with the Sage.
Yeah. Take those. We take those.
A kill is a kill, and well, a play is truly a play by this point in time. And on to this area, we'll see how J Supreme is going to be looking to hold on to the left-hand side. So, dodge this, gets rid of J Supreme, and that is going to be 72 right now. In terms of the attacking side, they got the bomb planted, they got the spike to explode, and they are just up by so much on to these upcoming rounds.
The attacking side not opting to go with an op. Yeah, they're all going rifles.
Yeah, it really is.
Basically, Dodge has a free reign with an op here.
I mean, it has been the story of Shabog. They don't go for ops. They take the op away. It's like, yoink my op now from Dodge this, but that's pretty much it. That's all they have done with it. They have not really seen them play the operator too much into their whole set throughout the tournament. And CMS, though, finally finding the form that we're looking for. He needs to play that way if his team wants success. He needs to play in a way that he is really fragging out, because he has been a hard carry and a half for the past 2 days for the side of Team X. Shabog already been trained. J Supreme with the kill. Trip Park gonna connect.
No.
Whoa! J Supreme still kills him with the hot hands.
Oh no!
1 step forward, 2 steps back.
Oh no!
Still the same.
That
Still
hot
the same
hands worked out for him.
Yes, sir. It really goes to show this Phoenix positioning is key, even with post that kills. Basically, it really goes to show how much into the matter of Zion. He's holding on to that judge again, and well, it steps on the board. 2 for 1 3 so far. That Dragon 3 times playing the game, and a Viper spin. There is no way he can mess this up for anyone else because he's the only one left. Spike planted. And that bro gonna be crawling on around, looking to make sure that's his position. Isn't gonna get spotted anytime soon. We'll go for the drone first. Very dangerous though, because the shot's gonna be coming that way. Here comes the stage. Sebs with a proper push. And effectively done to get the defuse. 7-3 right now, gonna be our score line. Team XN needs every single round right now if they do want to stand a chance at this. And we are really going down to the wire here in the grand finals of the TK Cup.
Looks
Well
like the
played.
lineup, the Viper wall and the Viper smokes coming up from Team Shabog is working out pretty well for them. We don't typically see a Viper in, competitive tournament lineups. A lot of pro players tend to shy away from Viper. It's not a very popular pick, but we see it working out here.
I would imagine he's a Viper main. That rogue is a Viper main.
Yeah.
He is.
He's been using Viper the past couple games, right?
I do think they did bring in that rogue here to play that Viper and to play it out in a way that is very, very effective to their team. Yeah, it really isn't about the smokes, apparently. It really isn't about the poison pits. It's a wall. It's such a big difference for them, adding up such a big degree of cover in a way. Since they do like using it, since they don't have that speedster of the jet who's just gonna be like, can we not put things in the way so I can actually do whatever the hell I want? So it's good dynamic. But CMS immediately getting 2 headshots as Kilozan as well as Jason do line up to get taken down. There's Sebs in the meantime holding on to the lamps. And it seems like finally, Team Exe getting a little momentum on the board.
So much value out of that wall. Now, a lot of people think that a Sage wall is just used for blocking or slowing down a push. But the thing is, it's also used for funneling enemies onto like a single file or focus direction. And you know where to pre-aim, and you get an instant 2K. That's what CMS did.
Why when you're breaking a wall, you wanna break it completely. So
Maybe from a distance.
Yeah.
Right in front of the wall, free target.
And Dodge right now gonna be holding
Revealing
area.
There they are.
Met with Molly though.
Molly. Oh.
And in the meantime, there we go, Dodge. We'll get on the board. Zabrex goes down. The one fell swoop. Good defense here. They have slowed things down to a crawl, and that is the pace that Team X likes to play. They have to do this. They have to change the gear of this game from basically 5th gear right now. It feels like we're in Tokyo Drift, but we kind of need to be at the part of the Fast and the Furious where they're busy talking about family over going really fast in those cars.
They're definitely finding their momentum, trying to gain ground much as they can, fighting for dear life. And they're playing a lot smarter, I think, in the past couple of rounds.
I feel like when I play this game and I have like a 7 lead in the enemy's 3 and 4, it's not that a big of a gap for me, especially.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of things that could happen, just like any other game. But yeah, in Valorant, you can rise up from a 7.
Right. Definitely. Like it's super doable.
Yeah. It doesn't. The score is a good indicator of success, yes. But at the same time, there's so many ways.
Oh no!
Now one. Safolo and Zion. You don't make it
so much better.
So potent. Exactly. The body.
Oh! What's happening?
What?
So much extend!
Sam's gonna get on the board as well. Phantom was singing, and now it's the Sage versus the Phoenix. No ultimates in hand right now. There we go with the self-find. 3 bullets in the dream. Will reload in front of his opponent, and Sams will take that one to clutch things out. But what happened there between Dodges and Srafola?
It looks like they bumped into each other.
Listen, for Intel agents, It seems like they're too focused on to getting information up in the clouds with their heads. They smack heads. Just look forward sometimes. Come on.
It still worked out in the end. It worked out in the end.
It worked
out
because
in the
Data
end.
Stream didn't reload, honestly. Well, so sloppy there from Dodge and Strafola.
It's a nice exchange. I love that exchange. I can barely keep up with what happened. There were like ults coming in, you know, sprays coming in, 2Ks coming in. Oh, that was nice. That was nice to see.
That was nuts. That was absolutely nuts.
It was really clutch, honestly, for the defense to come on back and get to the objective. But here we go now. Sides are swapped, and if I do believe so, it is going to be the attacking side for Team Exit with 5 points, and then the defense for Shabog with 7. So again, scoreline up on top is a little bit different. It's a little bit flipped because that's how it is sometimes. But at least the game is coming out in a few weeks, so there's that. So hopefully that sticks with a smile. On the B side, we go to the Shapola side for Cage. Will get met by Zambrix on 2, holding the side immediately. Boombato will play on dodges in the meantime with the headshots, and this is going to be an advantage here for Team Exit to execute onto the objective with Spike planted on the garden side.
Deathrogue trying to go for that elbow control.
Though,
It looks like they have the numbers advantage.
Yeah, it really is the offense just basically outwitting their opponent in the way, but Deathrogue doesn't really care about weird strategy. It's headshot equals win. And for now, 2v2, as we've said, beautiful headshot there from TMS. Really good with that tracking. Dodge is getting on the board as well. And yeah, 7-6 right now. Score line really getting closer to Exe. They should be able to tie things up right now. And as Vimal has been saying, the score line is just an indicator of the moment, of the snapshot of what's going on. And right now, we are in the presence, and Team Exe, from looking really down and out to basically coming on back and looking prompt to take this lead.
They're looking really strong right now. And I just want to make a side comment on the pistol rounds. Like the Ghost. The Ghost is such an amazing weapon, and there's no reason for you to buy a Deagle or a Sheriff on the first round.
Talking about a Spectre, right?
No, the
Ghost.
No, oh, sorry, Ghost. Fuck, I'm confused now. I'm confused now.
That's not about a pistol round.
Alright.
Yeah, it's like, no. You stay on classic and you jump and right click at the same time. Pinpoint accuracy.
Yeah,
right there.
And also,
that's how you win.
It's silenced a little bit, so you don't know where it's coming from. And then distance, so it's a good weapon.
In a way, I guess, like the silencers don't really pay much heed into this game. It's like it makes the sound a little different, and it does muffle it just bits. But since the game has a lot of intel being thrown out like candy, you already see who's there on what side, who's looking at them. And it's not like any other game what the suppressor does. But hey, the big thing to note right now is there is a wall onto the B, there is a slow onto the B, and well, to B or not to B, either way, the Sage
They have the option to take the TP right now.
Yes, exactly. And that's the beautiful thing about Bind. There is the option,
and they do.
And they are gonna go for it. It's very loud also.
It's
like
scramble to rotate.
I wouldn't be surprised if they changed the teleport sound to just have a siren on the side, be like wang wang wang, here, right?
Make it more obnoxious.
Make it just like it's gonna just play an alarm on your phone. But here we go with a curveball, and immediately just such a quick rotation here from the defense. J Supreme Deathrow getting on the board. Well played there. It's just Waldo rolling the way, and here comes trouble. Zambrix just keeping that one alive, and wow, it just. They are able
This guy's nuts!
They're going A, they're going B, they're going A, they're going B, we're not sure. We're not sure.
Every single time that they line up, just a small moment.
They get punished.
They get punished. Team X needs to work on their movement right now because they are getting hurt by walking into each other.
That's a good point. That's a good point. You're gonna make those gaps. They're gonna create gaps in between their members because they can't trade if they're sprayed together. There's just no trade. There's no trade there.
Poison orb emitting.
One-way smoke?
Oh, the beautiful one-way smoke.
What a tech there. So, can you guys explain how that one-way smoke works as they're going to trade mostly between J Supreme and Dodge? This seems like though there's no time for that as it's an HR push that Enthro again just covering fire. Defenders win immediately. And that is as clean as a whistle.
Oh my
go ahead.
That one-way smoke.
Yes.
So basically, you know, as the name suggests, the defender can see basically the legs of the enemy without them seeing the defender, right? So it's a one-way, like a one-way mirror or like a one-way looking glass, something like that. That's the idea. You see them without them seeing you, and you shoot and kill
Here's
them
the
without
lineup.
them knowing.
Here's the lineup. For the Viper mains out there, there's your one-way smoke into short
There's
A.
your one-way smoke. I did not know this existed on this map. Actually.
This is the first map I knew this on because I was like, hey, you have a little bit of that angle onto a lamp, and well, it's so very effective. Look at how that diagonal works, and he can just bring it back when he needs it to be. So it's really interesting also because for Bind, it really does have a few of those Viper techs, and it really seems like for Team Shabog, having a ringer here brings him a pretty different element that the Fire Exit might not have expected. Of CMS there.
Working
Viper
out for him.
Not very meta pick, and it appears that Team XA was unaware of this tech right here. Like they didn't know how to deal with it.
I feel like they weren't aware that
They weren't
had
prepared
to
for
deal with it. Like, yeah, exactly. They're not prepared for it. They know about it. They've seen it in clips and stuff, but beyond all that, it's a little different. But here and now, Strafola and J Supreme going for the brawl again. Seems like, oh, there we go. The smoke's on through. In the meantime, DSAT can be crawled through the slow. Again, behind the HPC, the safest plant of them all on A. It's a battle of the ball here and now. But the up-ball strike into the statue charge might be the protection and might be the punishment that the defense is looking for. Strafola, though, getting back on the board. 2 versus 2 right now. A sliver of HP there for the Cypher. Stays alive. Seems like DSAT thinking that kill was going to happen. Protection though, there we go with the one tap immediately. It seems like he just gets erased from existence. Reloading right here, right now. Where is the push from the Sage? Doesn't happen. The defense takes another victory, and Sebs will go down at the very end. Oh my god, though, for Team Exe, they got to the points, but they forgot they got a little thing again. Orbital strike in hand, and that is just the punishment that they deserve.
Man, they're forced to go Bulldog Spectre while 2 go Phantom.
How you clear a site
another one
on a
is
retake?
Vandal as well.
How you clear a site after a while doing a retake, and that's well played by.
Very true.
I believe that was Sandbreaks.
Yeah, that makes a huge difference in retakes. That ultimate, that orbital strike.
We all know where they're coming from. It's gonna be U-Haul and short A. No one's gonna be at box or site, so that's good.
There's so many things that are basically disabled by the presence of the orbital strike. On every single map, I feel like there's a site that you shouldn't go on if the enemy Brimstone has that ion cannon waiting to point on. Like, think about it on split. If you play B-back, you're gonna die that way. If you play on A, you play that safe A, you're gonna die without that. On A, even happens. So, it really is. But Zambrix is holding on to the garden side. I like the aggression here. It's a very, very different approach right now for Team Shabog in terms of holding this speed, really disabling and not allowing them to take that long angle. But as Dodge is getting killed, it is going to be Zambrix taking attention and taking advantage of the rotation. For Team, I feel like for Team XA, they're underestimating their opponent on how gutsy they are. And they are not peeking the angles that they should be holding. They aren't defending in a way. They're not looking there, and that is costing them these rounds.
Usually when you rotate like that, you have to check flank. But they were just turning their backs on.
Yeah, it's like, oh, no one's there. That's gonna happen. But J Supreme, again, just 2 kills one more time. Oh, it's Rafola, the only one left. He has been known to play that clutch. But overall, it has just been such a good show there from Team Shabog. But at least Rafola gets one. He might go for a 2-year-old death. Oh, he is gonna go for only 10 seconds. Oh no! It doesn't happen! And it doesn't matter because it is Zavrik saying, hello, I am right here. Again, open your eyes instead of looking in your intel.
Breaks, man.
Give me a corpse. Give me a corpse. Give me a corpse. Give me a corpse.
Give
me a corpse.
Molly. Molly.
Molly.
Molly.
I just love the voice lines in this game.
Molly.
It's
give me a corpse.
It's memorable to say the least. But hey, you know, we got a lot of things coming up Valorant, and well, it's time to see if things are gonna be going in the way of Team Shabog. Gotta run away. Tendency survives with a sliver. It's like,
I guess that's how you deal with that one-way smoke.
You run. I mean, you smoke. You strike. Yes, exactly.
Orbital strike to create space and run in.
That's true. That's true. Here we go though
But they
with the
didn't push in,
showstopper.
actually.
Yeah, and then they'll actually get it. They were looking for it,
allies.
and instead they played safe to get rid
So what I
get sent back into the board. Now, this is very interesting because this round is gonna make or break the economy here for Team Extra. They're already broken. They are already basically second class citizens in terms of their arsenal. But at least they still have a chance with this lineup. If they do lose this, that's game set and
Poison's
match.
off.
There is no way that they can really get anything done unless Team Shabog makes a big mistake. And honestly, for Team Shabog, it's the same old story. It seems like whoever gets game one is
Revealing
looking to be
area.
destined to lose. But we'll see though if that is going to be the prophecy here right now. Because here comes the showstopper from CMS, pointing and clicking, looking for a target, and they get absolutely and no! He has to be careful. Almost shoots down the stage as well. He was taking care of that.
Oh no! He was set a teleporter.
He goes to teleport, and since they make that mistake, they're like, okay, let's just go there instead. 12 seconds.
Oh
no!
no!
But the auto strike! And Soccer will get back. Made a counter kill. Can he actually get the spike planted? It is not going to happen. He's back with a shutdown. Gets the tactical punch, and we are looking to be skiing.
He's just blowing my mind right now, man.
Champion! Team Football. What an orbital strike to end all.
That was
And this is looking to be it, ladies and gentlemen. Team Exe, a last-ditch effort here and now. What do they even have? They don't have anything substantial.
Someone
whatsoever.
clip that, please.
Oh my
Yes.
god.
It will
That's it.
be probably
And
one of the biggest highlights of the tournament.
Oh
And
my
ladies and gentlemen,
god.
we have witnessed the $400 orbital strike there. And well. Ultimate economy money well spent, but hey, the fight is not over yet. We can't count out Team Exit, even though they're gonna be down to the wire and really put into the edge. Rafola and TMS waiting on up to finally get some clutch kills here and now. They have to be wary though, because look at that rotate coming in through the A short side. Kills and meantime holding on to stage C, but well, it's gonna be reset to secure CMS immediately. Even cleaning up dodges onto the corner. The boombot bouncing on the ground. Kills and gonna get spotted. Rafola with the peak, easy tidings there onto the left side. Sandrex in the meantime crawling on around 2 versus 2 right now. Zerfola will go down. The defense only need to take care of that one. Sepsto with that smaller gun. And here comes Sandrex. He's been clutch. And he gets it for the team. This is victory here and now for Team Shabong. They look really dicey. They look pretty unwell on that first map. But on the second and on the third, they will take the victory. And we have our champions here. Shabong gonna blow things up and take the victory here in the TK Cup.
Oh my.
Oh my god. What
God.
an ending right there. That was an absolutely amazing play by Zambreaks. But a very Valorant effort from Team Exe. And of course the rest of Team Shabog.
What a way to end. What a show indeed. And well played there.
Look at this guy.
Brimstone with the clutch. Ridiculously done.
Look at that ridiculous combat score compared to the top frag of Team Exe. Zambreaks. Man.
I just want to say for Team X, it feels like they weren't as on point with the firepower today compared to before.
Damn son.
It seemed like, yeah, it seemed like they had a lot.
Oh. I'm lagging. Hold on. Discord?
Of mind. They
Alright.
got
Okay,
muscled.
we're good.
Not like an arm wrestling fight wherein you're expecting to be a one-way class, and then you get surprised because that guy is jacked up suddenly. He goes to the bathroom, and then his arm is all pulsed.
Yo, we need someone. We need someone. Go up. Someone go up for ano. Yo. Ano, interview. Go up, stream voice.
Okay,
he's back. He's back.
Wait.
That's
Wait,
my
yo.
allergies.
I'll bring someone. I'll bring someone here.
Okay.
Hello.
Okay. Hello.
Sambrix, do you have camera or call the whole team here? Call the whole team here.
Hello.
Greetings.
Ohio.
Turn on cameras.
Turn on cameras, guys.
Ay, wait lang. Wala pa naman ako ligo.
Sorry to leave you there. Kasi they might.
rin, secret ko lang pero di rin ako naliligo.
What is
God.
Ligo?
Di nag, ano yung...
Should we call on Team Exit too? Or just... No, it's...
No, that's okay. Let the champions have their time to shine. Come on. So
Indeed.
congratulations to Team
Congratulations.
Sabog. They blew it up and they are able to basically get that victory there. So well played, especially on those last two maps. So yeah, Mr. TK, take it away. What's in store for our winners? here in the TK?
Congratulations, Team Shabog, for winning the very first Tapang Cup Valorant Tournament. There'll be more in the future, by the way. $400 to the winner! Congratulations! Give yourselves a round of applause.
Hell yeah. Let's go. $400.
Congratulations, Team Shabog. What can you say to your fans right now who's currently watching?
Anakan nyo kami. What?
Ready na raw si Jason.
Okay.
Hindi daw makasalita si Detro.
Bakit?
That road. Ay, baka
Papagalitan daw siya.
naka-server mute siya.
Wala
Oh,
siya.
ayun. Okay na.
I can talk.
Death Rogue.
Yeah, I can talk.
Death Rogue.
Hello?
So, what were going to your minds, guys? Kasi, di ba, syempre, hindi ito yung, first off, si Ryojin ba ang kukuha ng share?
They will share.
They're going half. Yeah.
They're going half. Okay. But that's your thing. That's your thing. What do you guys, how do you guys feel right now? Now that you won a tournament, you know, you fought for it, and we were blown away kasi it was, you know, it's a very aggressive comp, diba? You guys have an aggressive comp. We know that you play aggressively. Just what's going on?
Sa first game kasi, we had lost communication by each other. Parang nawala kami sa communication. Parang every
Kasi
time na mamamatay yung half ng team is parang wala na magko-communication sa isa't isa.
They go.
Question mark?
Na-down kami.
Actually kasi TK, yung split na yan, nag-practice kami with Rio. So na ano kami na biglang, yun nga, wala si Rio. Tapos si Det, di namin nakalaro ng ano yan.
Pero you play with him. You play with him.
Yeah, pero
Oh.
unrated ganun.
That's good. Pero I am allowing it kasi nga syempre it must go on, and then it fills out the requirements of the tournament too, because you know we need at least 2 top members, and then you know it's still okay for me. Okay lang. So what can you say about, you know, Team Exe right now? They are formidable opponents 100%. Kasi you had a hard time on the first map too, yeah, exactly. So
Yes.
you got clapped.
Even though mataas yung ping nila,
Yeah, yung
they still
ping.
can manage like makipagsabayan sa NA.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Damdam ko yung ping, guys.
Ping is just number nga lang.
Oh yeah, they are good. You have any questions for
They're
our
so good.
champions right now, guys?
Just want to ask, so why do you guys play so aggressively? What do you like? Is it really how you play, or is it just how things unfold? What usually is your strategy coming into these games?
Usually kasi pag hindi kami naging aggressive, parang nawawala kami sa isang lugar, parang nagkukumpo.
Yeah.
We don't know what to do.
Oo.
Yeah.
So,
Doon kami
natatalo.
Parang ano na,
Dun-
push na, bahala na. Ganun lang lagi.
Yan din yung sinabi ko sa kanila, yung semifinals. Nung gumana yung yung aggressive push namin.
Oo.
Sinabi ko pagka before yung nag-finals, ng grand finals, sinabi ko sila na wag niyo respetuhin yung andun sa site. Push niyo agad
Tama.
kasi may advantage kami kasi yung ping. Tsaka may tiwala naman ako sa mga teammates ko na makapatay. Kasi yung lineup namin pang harapan talaga.
That orbital strike by Sambrix, holy shit!
Yeah.
Talk about that. Let's talk about what happened there.
Holy.
That was the best.
That was amazing.
Shit.
That was amazing.
Steps.
Super clutch. It was really
Panghinaan
quick.
kaya kami
In-expect mo yun? In-expect mo ba yun,
Sam?
Sambrix? Did you expect that push?
Yung one orb, nung start ng round na yun, isa na lang yung ult orb na kailangan ko. So yung ginawa ko, nag-play safe ako, tapos kinuha ko yung ult orb.
Works in the end. See?
Lilikuran ko sana
It
sila.
worked out in the
Tapos,
end, di ba?
Tapos sinintay ko sila na mag-drop sa hookah. Kasi wala na sila mapuntahan eh.
Yeah.
Either sa akin or sa pabalik, mamatay. So sayan, clean up na lang.
Well played.
Orbital
And
strike
the
ko.
spray doon, orbital strike, and then clean up doon sa mga edges. Buti pumunta sa edge mo. 'Di ba? Hindi dun sa edge
Oo
na
nga.
kanan. So anyway, well played by Team
Well played.
Shabog. Sabel, siguro ikaw na lang yung contact person ko for the prize money, all right? And then congratulations again. I hope to see you guys again in the next tournament. This is
Nice
gonna be
tournament,
Southeast Asia now. So so yung mga NA players, you can join. I don't care, but feel our pain. Feel our pain.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
It's fine.
again to Team Exe, very well played. I was rooting for you. I was really rooting for Team Exe. They have good coordination, good execution. Pero in the end, you know, aggression wins. And yeah, that's the name of the game too. Anything else? Anything else from Vim and
Good fight
Dax?
sa good fight sa Team X eh. Kasi
Mm.
nung nag-start na uminit si CMS, parang
Mhm.
naano na kami.
I just
Nawawalan
want
kami.
to commend you guys, Team Shabog, for adapting really fast despite the substitution in your roster. You guys did a really great job. So, well played.
Mhm.
All right, so that wraps it up for everyone. Again, let me ask you kung meron pa kayo mga message for everyone else watching. Everyone, now that Southeast Asia server is coming, sino bang taga Southeast Asia? Bilang ata. Do you recommend the game? You know, does everyone need to play? Anyone who hasn't tried Valorant yet, you should start playing the game. What are your thoughts about the game itself?
Yeah. How about you, Dax? First.
I do think that it's gonna be interesting that they're gonna go for a full release right now with the state of the game, but on its core, it is very very competitive. So it really is gonna be an interesting time. It's gonna be really fun to see how the scene's gonna get supported. Besides, from all these grassroots tournaments, it's gonna be a lot better with the official release, and well, maybe better lobbies, better spectate, better everything to help things out to make production, to make tournaments easier or easy to handle, and give us the options to make this game even better. But the gameplay is solid, it's all there, and it really is a neat package you can really enjoy. And well, Team Shabuk has shown that no matter what your strategy is, the objective of the game is to click heads.
Yes, indeed.
I mean,
That's well put. Well put. All right. So that wraps it up. Thank you for all the teams who actually participated in this tournament. And thank you for the Ninongs and Ninangs who donated the prize money. You gotta thank them too. Let me just mention their names again. Thank you, Mark Dison, Rock Nation 0298, Viminal, Vampira Roar Mufasa, and Albino Panda for the donation. Without this, we won't have a prize, and it's just, I mean, winning is winning, but it's nice to have something,
Enjoyment.
something extra for your efforts. And we'll see you again by the next tournament, and I hope that everyone had a good time with this, with the whole series, with the whole tournament, and we'll make sure that it's gonna be. The production is very, it's very cheap, it's very rushed, and and next time we'll set, better rules and better better production
Next
for you
time,
guys.
nakasuit na kami.
Yeah, and
Ganun.
shit, and then we'll be sponsored. We'll be sponsored by whatever, But yeah, again, I want to thank again Dax PH and also Viminal for joining me in the finals with the shoutcasting. Thank you. And also I want to thank my team, Psychotic Panda, Crystal Fry, Stechio, Kuroshiro Panda, and I have Gian for support. And then I hope I didn't miss out anyone. Yeah, I think that's everyone. And Ninong John Magaway for hosting the we had some technical issues in the beginning, and it always happens, but then we overcame it, and then now we had a really good tournament. 3 games, and it was 3 fun games, three maps, and you guys pushed through, and you gave us a fun time. It was a good tournament. At least it was like I was afraid it was like 2 maps and then people won. Just, I don't like that. I like close. It's very close.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely close.
All right. So that wraps things up. I'm gonna go and end my stream. If you still wanna watch me play NA for the last few days, I will fucking stream. Go and shout out your channels, Dax. shout out your channels, Viminal. If Team Shabog wants to shout out your channels, go ahead. Let's start from top left, going right. Go.
Up top left. So, if you guys want to check me out at twitch.tv/tapsph. We're gonna be hosting the Overwatch chapter tournament there very, very soon as well on the first weekend, I believe, of June. So that's gonna be something you can really count on the community. I've heard we got a number of teams coming in already, so it's great to see the community really coming in full force, same as this one, and really goes to show how much of a tight-knit family the community truly is. And again, if you do want to check me out elsewhere, you can check me out on facebook.com/taxcast, because if you do the same thing on Facebook, well, you're gonna get something you shouldn't be seeing.
Try it out.
Okay. Don't try it out. I'm telling you. No one.
Vim?
All right. Guys, you can check me out on twitch.tv/Viminal. I know I haven't been streaming recently, but I will resume my stream.
Streamer, by the way.
Valorant Southeast Asia comes out. Yes, streamer, by the way. I'm also going to be making a lot of YouTube content around Valorant. Valorant will be my main game. Actually, it has been my main game for the past month or so. But come June 2, I will be grinding that leaderboard. All right. I'm gonna gun for the #1 spot, and
Valorant, man. We're gonna go for Valorant.
Let's go. Watch out, guys. Twitch.tv/Viminal.
Team Shabel? Wala?
Hello, good morning. Okay, guys, you guys can follow me on twitch.tv/DisatTwito. If you guys don't know how to spell it, I can spell it for you on chat. And
I've been pronouncing it correctly, right, Disat?
yeah.
All right.
Yes, sir.
DisatTwito.
You guys follow me on twitch.tv/JSupreme2K. My main game is Valorant, so hope you guys see me.
Akin. You guys can check me out on twitch.tv/DeathRogueTV. Yun lang guys, follow nyo ko.
Death Road. Death
you.
Rouge. Death Ragu.
Death Rogue.
Yeah.
Next.
Yeah, check me out Twitch, Siabel, guys. And pwede nyo nang lahian si Zambrex.
Uy.
Okay.
You guys can check me out sa twitch.tv/Zambrex. Kung gusto nyo makita na dudurugin ako ng mga kalaban kong mga diamond.
All right.
That, by the way.
Thank you. Give yourselves again a round of applause. Thank you. It was been a successful tournament, and we'll see you again next time. We're gonna end the stream. I will restream on a normal and probably in 30 minutes. I gotta close, and then yeah, I'll see you again. Say goodbye to everyone.
I'm not gonna interview.
What? What do you mean? I will end the stream right now. Say goodbye to everyone. We are on the end, and
Bye.
See you guys in Valorant Asia.
yeah, June 2, right? June 2. Okay.
We will be defending.
Yeah. Alright. Can't wait. I can't wait.
GG's.
June 2.
Thanks for hanging out, guys. Happy tournament. It's been awesome. Thank you for making it awesome.
Yes, sir. Thank you for having us. Bye.
Thank you for having us, TK.
10 seconds. It's like there's a sound, and you know it's kind of gloomy because it's already ended. Blah blah blah. But you know. Bye bye, guys.
Bye bye.